I forgot notifications still enabled, so we got the lo-fi music playing in the background with the occasional Metroid Prime jingle. It's like, fuck, man, I really try to enjoy this song, but this dipshit still has his notifications still enabled. Fucking idiot. We'll be getting ready to go here in about a couple of minutes. I appreciate your patience, everyone. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, figure we get started here with the next chapter of our Final Fantasy XIV adventures with Ramani Momani. My alt that I've been having a lot of fun with in A Realm Reborn. Thanks to, well, pretty much you guys' help. So it's been one very interesting journey. So now we're getting into the second part of the game. The one that everyone memes about. Let me make sure. Pause that. Okay, yeah, that text looks okay. That looks fine with me. First thing I see when I glance back at the chat is, trust me, it's hard to miss at 6'5", 270 pounds. Who are we talking about here? 6'5", 275 pounds? That's a big motherfucker. I'm talking about just in terms of the actual length of this individual. 6'5", that's tall as shit. Motherfucker is like half a foot taller than I am. God damn. But yeah, folks, welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV adventure with Ramani, and now we're beginning to start Heavensward, the first expansion of Final Fantasy XIV since the reboot with The Realm Reborn. And I was getting ready to start this sooner rather than later, and these are Final Fantasy XIV streams. No, we're not going to watch the FMV. We already watched it before at the end of the Realm Reborn stream. And as before with the Realm Reborn, these are like the chilliest of chillest streams, folks. It's just me, no co-cons, just me and you, and we're going to have a good time. It's more Final Fantasy XIV. What's not to like about that shit? You know, I feel like I could play this game in my sleep. In fact, I'm going to be sleeping in the middle of all this. No, I'm kidding. But you know, I love playing this game, and I've been wanting to share my adventure with you guys for the longest time, and I figure what better way to do that than just by making a new character, and just by going through every expansion, you know, bit by bit, instead of doing like the logical thing to do, which is probably do like a new game plus route with Jean, my main character, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to start from scratch. We're starting from square one. That said, there is nothing left for me to do in A Realm Reborn, content-wise, that doesn't involve a shitload of side quests or fishing. So we're going to get you up to speed real quick in a moment here to get you guys all caught up with what's going on. I'm still sitting on the chair. All right, interesting. Great. But before we get started, though, I want to take just a couple of seconds here to thank some of my subscribers here, because you guys have been resubbing since I went live, and I apologize if I missed anyone here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can separate this. Let me filter this with just the subs. So let me see here. All right. What do we got? Here we go. There we go. Loyal Paladin, thank you very much for the tier 1. Andrew the Sentry, thank you for the Twitch Prime for 17 months. That's crazy. Heart Replayer Joe, thank you for the tier 1 for 44 months. 44 months, Lord, where has the time gone? Well, 44 months. They've gone the 44 months. Ave the Gamer. Oh, I'm sorry. Saiyan Fox 10 with the resub for tier 1 for 47 months. It's been almost 4 years of coffee and memes and shit posting. More emphasis on shit. Ave the Gamer 95, thank you for the tier 1 for 33 months. Thank you very much. KH Sorcerer for 26 months. Virtual Cosmo, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 34 months. True Sondux, thank you for the tier 1 for 40 months. It's been 40 months since I subbed on here, and I thought my money was well spent. I was really glad to meet you at TMG, even if my Mega Man 3D copy signature is fading already. Learning for experience to get it signed on paper for the foreseeable future if I go back again. Nevertheless, TMG was a lot of fun and wouldn't change anything about my trip. See, that's kind of the thing. It's like, that's why I always ask when someone asks me to sign like a game with the jewel case. I was like, do you want me to sign the jewel case or do you want me to sign the manual? And it's for that very reason. Now, funnily enough, sometimes folks will say, no, don't sign the manual because, something with like a Sharpie marker, that's permanent ink. That shit gets on the manual. That's it. It's there forever. And you ruin the resale value. So I think that's why folks just advocate for the jewel case, because the jewel case is easily replaceable. That's nothing. But a manual is a manual, and you can never resell it if there's someone else's signature on it. I mean, you could resell, but you're probably not going to get much money out of it. You know what I mean? But next time I would just say get a little piece of paper and put it like inside the little jewel case there. VHS, thank you for the tier 1 for 22 months. 22, baby. How many hours have gone into this playthrough? If we're just counting a Realm Reborn, it's well over 100. Because we're doing not only MSQ, but we do all the raid stuff. We do all the content introduced outside of side quests. Like the only thing we don't really do with Ramani is side quests. Like all those little golden exclamation points you see on the map. So we're not really doing that live on air. I'm doing some of them in my downtime when you guys don't see that because that's just boring shit, I think so anyway. Mega Persona, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime for 29 months. And finally, Star Wars. Jen, thank you for 60 months. I'm so tired, but you're so tired and alive, but most importantly, you're back home, Jen. I'm glad that you're back home, by the way. Oh my God, like so many of my fucking friends got their flights, their ways back home delayed after TMG because of the bad weather that we had here for the last couple of days. And like, it was bad. Like we got hit really hard with like a supercell. Is what they call themselves. It's like, I didn't see anybody sucking up androids personally, so I think they might be full of shit. But I just call it really bad thunderstorms. We got hit with that, and they delayed and canceled a whole bunch of fucking flights over in the airport. So yeah, left some people stranded. But we got time to catch up and shit like that. So before we get started, can you guys hear me just fine? Can you guys hear the game just fine? The game's a little low, as it always is. It'll pick up once we start getting some voice acting done in there. I'll say that should be a good enough volume. Hold on, I can't jump on this table? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? There's just a whole ass invisible wall on this table. I can get on the chairs just fine. That's really fucking weird. Okay. All right, so when we last left off in A Realm Reborn, shit went south really fucking fast. Nanamo Unamo, the Sultana, I forgot which runner-up she was poisoned and died at the banquet, and we were framed for it. We're currently on the run. She had the grimace shake. We are currently on the run. The Crystal Braves, originally an army, a personal militia funded by Alphano here, has turned coat on us, and it was actually secretly working for this dipshit named Ilberd, and they wanted to frame us and blame us for Nanimo's death, and now we're currently on the run from the Crystal Braves. Which, fun fact, at this point in the story, before you begin 3.0 proper, you can find random Crystal Brave soldiers just scattered all across like major areas of the MSQ, so like Moradona and Ul'dah, and all the 3 major city-states now that I think about it. And what's funny about that is that a lot of them don't actually believe that you killed anybody. They just go like, listen, I know you would never do such a thing like that, but you should probably get the fuck out of here because I can't speak for everybody else. It's the game's way of justifying how you're still able to just go about your merry business. It's like, yeah, I'm on the run, but I still gotta fish. So yeah, every once in a while during this point in the story, you can still find random Crystal Braves. They're in those really obnoxiously blue uniforms, and you can just get your understanding and that sort of shit. That said, because they went south on us and because we're currently being headhunted, Alphino here has been going through it. He is depressed. He feels like everything's his fault, and it kind of is. But sometimes you gotta be humbled before you can start building yourself back up. That doesn't matter if he's a teenager or be damned. But when we're ready to get started with Heavensward, all you gotta do is talk to Alphino, and we begin our Heavensward adventures. And this is the beginning of 3.0, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we have a voice cutscene here, I want to say. So we're gonna start listening to some of the new voice acting, because the voice actors and actresses changed in this expansion for the better.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Ul'dah and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
I forgot it's French. Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings.
Just like that, I'm all better. Everything's gonna be okay.
Taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Oh, I don't have any doubt about that. A lot of these folks still have top billing according to the manifest. Yeah, I gotta say, like, it's even though, like, I forget who the voice actor is for Alphino, but like starting in Heavensward,
Generous, my friend.
like, it's this dude.
On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
And it's kind of weird how there is a difference even now compared to when he first started.
Is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard then, together.
We're heading to the land of salt lickers tonight. Yes, we are.
There we shall begin anew.
Here.
Oh, she speaks. I asked David Hayter if he's on the Snake Eater remake. He said he couldn't say for sure, but I'm sure they'll use my voice one way or another. I think he means either he'll do new recordings or they'll use recalls for the original. It's more like Brandon, that he is voicing Snake, but he can't say. You know, I don't think he can give a straight up answer without breaking some sort of NDA. But I have no doubt that David Hayter is going to be the voice of Snake. Colin Ryan is the name of the voice actor for Alphino. All right, thank you, Santiago. All right, so You also might be noticing though, I'm not exactly monking it for Ramani at the moment. I'm wearing my same clothes, but I'm not a monk for Heavensward. I actually, in my off time, leveled up Lancer and became a Dragoon specifically for this expansion, and we're level 50. So this is, we're as close to like on content as we can get, and I want to level up Dragoon as I'm playing through Heavensward's story, because Monk right now, my main job for Ramani is at level 80, and I don't want to pick that back up again until we start Endwalker, God knows how long from now, because I was thinking we prioritize a different job for every expansion. So for Heavensward we do Dragoon, for Stormblood I was thinking Dancer, Shadowbringers I was thinking I go Sage. Then for Endwalker, to wrap up this whole myth, or the whole myth arc, we go back to Monk. So for our Heavensward adventures, I'm going to be Dragooning this son of a bitch. And good for me, because I actually really like Dragoon. Dragoon's fun. Dragoon is so rigid that it's very easy to pick up and play. I think anybody can play Dragoon. Dancer is a Shadowbringers job, but all you need is the Shadowbringers expansion to unlock it. Yeah, they're not locked to an expansion aside for the Heavensward ones, because the Heavensward ones you need to be in Ishgard for. Which I think is like the only time they did that, because like every other time the job listings for other jobs are like in one of the 3 major city-states. Hey, Blue Dot, how's it going? Oh no. Oh no, my sins are following me. I gotta get out of here. All right, let's go to the Gates of Judgment. Before I gotta start popping a Fantasia and going under witness protection, you know what I mean? That's what I did with Jean, believe it or not. Like, as a gag, when I got to this point with my main character, Jean, I Fantasia into a healer. And my justification in-game was that I was still the same character. I was a Lolithil, but I was wearing wooden stilts. That's why I was so tall. Who's behind me? All right. And with that, we are ready to begin Heavensward proper. We are entering Ishgard. This is the major city-state of Ishgard. It's so fucking cold, and look what I'm wearing. I'm not wearing anything. I'm wearing my usual ass clothes.
At a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
I do believe the voice actor, the narrator, is the father of the manor. I forgot. I'm blanking on the name. He unfortunately did pass away not too long ago. Which is a shame, because I really do like his performance in this game too. Count Fortom, yeah, Fortom. I think. How you pronounce? I know it's French.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith.
Oh, it's a Popadope expansion. That's why it's so good.
Swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace.
This guy's like, this motherfucker over here is not wearing any coat. They're coming to point and laugh at me.
Warrior of light and his companions passed,
entering at last a city whose history was written in blood.
Also, look at that walking cycle.
In the midst of the
You can't fucking do this as regular Lothos. Look at that walk. See, that's a regular ass walk. That's a walk I can get down with. But this only happens in cutscenes. In game, I'm walking like I'm just fucking shit myself.
How great.
Is he the one who killed the potato lady? Oh, fuck. This was a bad idea. They immediately spotted me. Oh, there's wanted posters all over the walls. Again, I love this expansion so fucking much. Everything aesthetically, lore-wise, just God, I love all the Ishgard stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, everybody memes on, like, Heavensward being available for, like, the free... I mean, that really did help boost his numbers, too. But it should be said that Heavensward in itself, in its entirety, I'm talking, like, from the beginning of 3.0 to the end of 3.5 before we get to Stormblood, is really fucking solid shit. Like, I don't want to overblow it and like raise expectations like, oh, this must be the greatest fucking thing since the second coming of Jesus or some other shit. And it's like, no, you know, it's very subjective, of course, but we are in for a good time because I do really like this expansion and I love all the content that comes within it as well. You know, I can't fucking wait until we start doing Alexander. Like, I'm already really excited for like the raid scene after we get to the end of the story because I love Alexander to death. But anyway, we should probably get some warmer clothing. And thankfully, I have just the thing for this. Where is it? Here we are. And with that said, we're also going to go to the hair station dude to change our hairstyle. But there we go. Now we're looking a little more proper, but we're not exactly there yet because I got to go change my hair. I thought for a second you were going bare naked. No, I would never do that. Not even for a bit, you know. Many feel Heavensward was so good that it made Stormblood seem not so great in comparison, but then Shadowbringers brought it back up. I don't think it's much of an argument to say that Stormblood has a worse story because it's splintered between two things that doesn't have nearly as much focus as what Heavensward get. But content-wise, if you were to ask me personally, Stormblood beats Heavensward out of the fucking water. Like, Stormblood brought so much to do that it's so fun that it easily trumps anything that Heavensward did. That's my personal opinion, though. I think Heavensward has the better story. I think Stormblood has the better content. Hopefully, I can explain what I mean afterwards. My sin is catching up to me. Okay, but thankfully we are able to take refuge in the city of Ishgard. Although, as you noticed, we were getting looks. You know? It was like, clearly, we do not belong here. And it's not even because of, like, the murder shit. You know, it's just more like we're outsiders. Like, opening the gates to some randos from Gridania, of all places? Like, why the fuck will we do that? You know what Gridania does? It just reminds me of what Ishgard used to look like before the Calamity. You know? Because before the Calamity, before Bahamut fucked everything up, right? Ishgard and Kurthus was all green. Like, it was lush. It was all foresty and shit. That's not even a proper word, I bet. But after Bahamut and Dalamud fell and that sort of shit, like an endless winter struck Ishgard, and now everything's cold and shit. And it's miserable. It's fucking miserable, man. I don't know. According to the CG trailer, I'm pretty sure it was John Meteor Final Fantasy that did the murder. Well, thankfully, we're not John Meteor Final Fantasy. I'm just regular ass Ramani. Did I attune to this? Yeah, I that's the other one. I gotta go up. I gotta go over here. Because every single time, ladies and gentlemen, without fail, when I get to a new city state or a new hub, central hub or otherwise, my first thing is I always go to the Aetherite crystals and I attune to every single one of them that's in my way. That way I can just simply teleport to where I need to go next for MSQ. I don't care if the storyline is going to take me here naturally anyway. If I can do it now, then I'm going to do it now. Sorry for stalking, but I need a travel guide. Man, fucking imagine reading. I mean, you can attack. I don't give a fuck. Hey John, won't be able to catch most of the stream as it's 2:30 here in the UK. Quick question: as someone whose Final Fantasy experience equates to 5 to 6 hours of Final Fantasy 7, would it be worth it getting into 14? I know millions of people, not millions, actual millions, but I know plenty of people who play Final Fantasy 14 never played a Final Fantasy game in their lives, and they love this game to death. So I would say you are overqualified by having 5 hours of Final Fantasy 7 down on your belt. You know what I mean? So I would say, yeah, go for it. Yeah, I mean, actually, we can get some numbers here. Like, is there anybody here that loves this game to death specifically, but has never played a Final Fantasy in their life? You know, I think that maybe we can gauge like some numbers properly there. All right, we are going to go to this one. Here we go. I mean, 14 is free up to a point, right? Can't hurt to try. Absolutely right. That free trial is still available. Actually, do we still have that free trial command for Nightbot? I think it was Final Fantasy 14. Let me see here. I think I can go to this one. There's no point yet, because I know MSQ's gonna naturally take me here. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, here are the commands. Let me see. Do we have oh yeah, it's exclamation point free trial. Oh, is it not working? Oh, it might be disabled. Actually, let me go fix that real quick, just in case anybody asks. You know, I think it's important to SGB Alexander Savage Raids 1. No, I don't think I'd ever post 14 content on SGB. I'm not gonna do that for that one. I'm gonna keep it to strictly stuff that I do with Elliot, my uncle, and Matt. So let me do some. Let me take a look at the commands. Free trial. Yeah, it looks like. Oh, it looks like only the only moderators can do it. It should work now. Why do you have a sprout crown and you don't? So it's not a sprout crown, it's a budding flower, Blue Dino. That means you have returned after not playing the game for some time. Yeah, if you drop the game for like maybe a month, I want to say, 2 months, I want to say, your bud will get replaced with a flower. As essentially, like, yeah, you are a returner. That's the actual like description for it. Thank you, Alchemy Knight. It also means if you partner with a mentor in a party outside of Duty Finder, you get an EXP boost. That's right. Thank you, Lackwood. So yeah, so you know, we're just gonna be shooting the shit and, you know, just vibing for the whole night. So we got plenty of time to, you know, just talk about a couple of things, you know, like Arby's. So now Too Many Games is over, and that was like the big thing that I was working up. I'm not sure if this cutscene's voiced. If so, I'm gonna wait until this cutscene's over. I don't remember if this one's voiced. Yeah, it is.
I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
No, I didn't actually have Arby's.
Edmond de Fortom to bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortom, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
I was not ready for Grimace's seminal fluid.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies, don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses.
But fuck them.
As you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city?
Oh, I already toured like half of it. I got you.
You will do well,
Watch
I think,
me.
to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Quite a while, actually. Blue Dino, the Heavensward gear will start overtaking the endgame or Realm Reborn stuff like around level 54. I want to say, because endgame for a Realm Reborn's eye level is 130. By the time we get to level 54 content, level 55, we'll be getting like eye level 134-ish plus. So starting around like the second to third dungeon, we'll be able to start replacing some of this gear. Yeah, generally around 5 levels into the expansion. This is why it's worth it. Like when you're at the tail end of an expansion waiting for the next expansion to come, like get your eye level capped, because that will carry you through like the first 4 to 5 levels of the new expansion. You know, it's actually it's pretty fucking fantastic. There's so many people here. There's a steward. There's the other steward, the steward's brother, and horse fart. And the manservant. I forget what you even do. Oh, you're a triple triad challenge, but you don't have an icon next to your head, which means you probably don't have the time. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, taking in the sights. That's set. Oh, no, you know what? I think this is going to lead us to the inn room at some point, so we can just go get our haircut when we get to the inn. But yeah, so you guys were asking me, how did I survive the Grimace Shake from last night? Well, you see, the key is I didn't finish it. I actually only had a couple of sips before I decided, hey, this is garbage. In fact, well, I mean, on a serious critique, it was too sweet for me. Like the Grimace Shake is too sweet, and there's only so much sweetness I can take in a milkshake before I realize I'm gonna pass on this, you know. So for the bit, that's when I did the Calorie Mate thing, and I want to thank Trav. Actually, Trav's here right now. He's crashing at our place because his flight got delayed multiple times, and he helped me film that just for the bit, and he was laughing his fucking ass off when we did it. But yeah, it's a sickly sweet is a good way of describing it, Spiel. But yeah, I've been loving the Grimace memes, especially in Final Fantasy 14 related stuff. My favorite has been the Nanamo stuff, which is also relevant because we know this is the aftermath of her getting poisoned, and now we know that it wasn't because of tampered wine; it was a fucking purple milkshake. Oh, hey, flight's getting delayed. It do be con season, yeah. Honestly, like the thing that I was worried about the most wasn't so much the weather, although I do like we left too many games like knowing like the weather's getting pretty bad. I hope everyone can leave. I was more worried about con crud, you know. Thankfully, I don't think I caught anything yet, but you know, it's also still too early to say. By tomorrow, I might be down, you know. I was like, Alfredo won't get his new clothes just yet, though. In that case, can you ask Trav later if he finally redeemed the Steam code on the condom wrapper I gave him? He keeps forgetting. Why the fuck is a Steam code on a condom wrapper? Like, I'm sure there's context for that I'm missing. But, you know what? Hold on. Hey, I'm live.
Okay.
I got a Mick Yeager here asking if you're ever going to redeem the Steam code that he left on the condom wrapper for you.
Oh, hold on.
The webcam's right there.
Hey, I found the condom.
Yeah, it's a condom again.
Why am I talking into my phone?
Yeah, I hung up like
I'm gonna be honest.
5 hours ago. What's up? Are you high?
I am legally
Hi.
enjoying a
Yeah.
soda.
You okay? Okay, that's fine. One of you,
Hi,
is one of you
chat.
making popcorn upstairs?
Oh, I made a popcorn.
Okay.
Elliot's making another popcorn.
Right.
We're watching wrestling.
All right, cool.
A guy came down and he was shirtless and he did 2 flips, chat. Hey guys,
That's more than one.
I'm totally sober.
Go upstairs, right?
Okay.
Fuck, you just scared Diego.
Diego!
All right, go upstairs.
I fucking left the door open. I'm sorry. Bye, chat.
Goodbye, Trap. So wait, did we actually answer the question? Oh Lord, no, I don't think we did. I think we just left that. Okay, so I think the actual answer, Vic, is no, but I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna start tuning to these Aether rest, dude. Man, they're microwaving popcorn. I can smell it from all the way down here. Holy shit! I'm actually fiending now for some kettle corn. I love kettle corn. I'm not sure if you guys have a preferred choice when it comes to popcorn. I love kettle corn. Kettle corn slaps. I wish movie theaters carried kettle corn. If they do, I'm not aware of it. So how was TMG overall? This was probably one of the most relaxing TMGs I've had the pleasure of attending. Okay, not for the Saturday specifically, but I don't mean like in a bad way. It was more like overwhelmed way. Because holy shit, like, so this Too Many Games was the first one where they opened up every hall that is available in the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center. And like every hall open, I mean, there is a lot of fucking room to walk in different areas except for the vendor area. The vendor area on Saturday was almost shoulder to shoulder in terms of just how packed it was. Like, if any of you guys here have ever attended a PAX East or West or South or Australia, you know the show floor where all the kiosks and the demos and that sort of thing is? You know how fucking packed that shit is? It's like a human sea, a sardine can. Saturday on TMG was like that. I have never seen it that packed, and parking was next to fucking impossible. Oh my God, we circled around that building like 6-7 times before we were able to stop. I heard the prices of games were really high this year. The prices for games in TMG or otherwise are always really high, Henry Sketchblog, because we live in a day and age where the retro gaming bubble is just refuses to burst, and folks want to start charging like $3,000 plus for just the CD of Panzer Dragoon Saga on the Sega Saturn. You know, so like, yeah, that's the kind of environment we live in, you know? John Discordia, thank you for the best. Just popping in before my D&D session tonight, and I just finished base Heavensward. Absolutely loved it to death. I can now also confirm that Estinian is a melee player. Oh boy. Are we talking Smash Brothers? How's it going, Yukina? Yeah. So one thing that we did notice, like immediately, did I attune to that one? I don't think I attuned to that one, but we're going to go down there anyway because we have to go down that way. One of the things that we did notice, like immediately at this year's Too Many Games, is that there was way less of those graded video game vendors, like the ones that grade the games and then use that as an excuse to charge you $5,000 for a copy of Super Mario Bros. 1, that kind of shit. And we thought, oh, thank God they went away. It was more like one of the major sponsors of this year's Too Many Games was like Heritage something. I don't remember the actual name of it, but they themselves are a graded video game company, I believe. So there was like, they likely had the stipulation where like no other graded video game vendor could be in this hall. Only we can do that, which is why I think there was only one. I absolutely agree. Graded video games absolutely do suck dick. Like it's just nonsense. Like I get video games are moving well beyond just a toy that you can play with. They're becoming essentially fucking commodities. You know, like no different than like a mint comic book or a never been opened action figure, or maybe I don't know, maybe a limited release or a lost media movie release. I don't know, but video games, retro otherwise, and like retro, I'm talking like NES, Super Nintendo, all the way to like PlayStation 2 and beyond. Folks will know in this day and age of content creators, streamers, all that kind of thing, they will pay up the ass for those kind of prices just for the sake of either a bit or just making videos. And they're right. They're absolutely right. Like if given the opportunity, if I knew of a means to get a copy of something that I've always wanted and I got to pay an arm and a leg for it, but I really fucking want it, then I will buy it. But just in regards to just playing, like if you're going to a video game vendor like that to actually buy something that you want to play, just fucking emulate that shit, man. Like at that, like emulation nowadays is so much better than it was like 20 years ago. Just emulate it if it's within reasonability, you know? Because what am I gonna tell you guys? Especially like say like if little Timmy down the street wants to play for some reason or another, really wants to play Little Samson on the NES. What am I gonna tell little Timmy? Spend $3,000 on a copy on the NES, and even then it's not even boxed. Fuck no, man! I'm gonna tell little Timmy to emulate that shit. Yo, what's up? This guy's a ghost. He just popped in like that. Okay. I could have taken the Aether shard to go immediately where I want to. Like, I fucking did all that wandering around for Aether shards, and I still decided to go the long way. You can tell them to play a better game. Oh, little Timmy. Still having shit taste, I see. You mean use a Canadian Nintendo? You're gonna have to elaborate on that one, Emily. That one kind of goes over my head. What are you getting at? What are you getting at? Hold on. Which Aetherite did I not attune to? I did not attune to the Jeweled Crozier or the Tribunal. Both are in the pillars, so I didn't attune to that one, and I didn't attune to that one. We'll do that after we have an excuse to go over there. So. Oh, that means an emulator. It's a nickname for an emulator. I've never heard of that. That's interesting. Yeah, you see, this stuff right here is high quality, but the item level is 115. So our end game Realm Reborn stuff is still technically stronger. So we're just gonna take the silver piece, the money. Oh wait, I should be popping this. My Squadron Battle Manual. This gives me a 15% EXP bonus for 2 hours. Do your squadrons. They're really cool. Just curious, is there any games releasing this year you're looking forward to? Well, outside of Final Fantasy 16, which I'm really fucking trying to find the time to play in my downtime between recording for Devil May Cry 4 and these streams. Well, as of this week anyway, you know, because last week I wasn't fucking doing shit except for preparing for TMG. Outside of that, like honestly, I'm looking forward to Sonic Superstars, Super Mario Brothers RPG, the remake. Or the remaster, how the fuck you want to call it. What else is coming out this year? I know Pikmin 4 fans have something to finally eat. I think tomorrow? Or is I'm not when is Pikmin 4 coming out? Is that coming out tomorrow? I don't remember. But Spider-Man 2? Yeah, that's another one. The new 2D Super Mario Bros. Game. Looks pretty good. The demo's today. The game comes out next month. Or this month, I guess. No, next month. We're technically still in June, even if it's the end of it. The game comes out July 21st. The demo came out after being promised today, and not happening until 9 p.m. Still technically today, Blue Dino. Still technically today. I think that's what they're banking on. Oh, time for my 11th party find. Jesus Christ, Tris. I'm so sorry, man. Like, if I knew for a fact I wasn't going to go in for reclears like minute 1 because I adjust around my time for a schedule, I would join you. But it's like, sometimes it's like, if I got the time now, I just go into PF when I can. But man, like, fucking, like, that sucks, man. It really does feel like Russian roulette if a reclear P10S party will actually get you a reclear for the week. But man, when you do, it's like, oof. Like, once you get past, to me, like, once we get past the 3rd demonic bonds mechanic, like, I start breathing a sigh of relief. I was like, okay, I think we might actually clear this. And then once we do the harrowing hell shit, and that's clean, I was like, okay, I think this is it. Yeah, PF is a disaster, and all of them are on Aether for no reason. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Alchemy Knight, I kind of do miss raiding on Crystal too. Like, cause my home data center for those here is Crystal. I'm in the Diabolos world, and before data center channel was a thing, before we like North American servers could visit other North American data centers, Aether, Primal, and Crystal, all 3 of them. You had to have the PF scene, the raid scene was tied exclusively to your data center. So we had to make our own party finders here. But since data center travel opened, everyone, like extremes or otherwise, migrated over to Aether for savage stuff. And it's like, I get it. It's nice to have everybody in one spot, but it killed the fucking party finder scene for every other, well, for Crystal especially, because I hear the raiding scene is kind of still healthy and primal. But Crystal, it's fucking dead, dude. Like, it is totally dead. Actually, we can take a look right now. Like, 17? I mean, these are called locked duties because we technically haven't unlocked these fights with Ramani. But 16, like, instances total, that's so low. Like, in Aether, that number can be 200. You know, that it's like everybody now has migrated over to Aether for high-end leveling, that sort of thing. Oh, if you do UCOB, if you wanted to do UCOB, you go to that's so fucking weird. Hi, Aether, by the way. Like, you have to go to Prime specifically if you want like decent or more consistent UCOB, like that. Okay, I guess it's because they're known for. But still, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to do. I can't wait to start doing ultimates with this character. That's gonna be fun. Probably not gonna be very jovial. I'm probably gonna scream a lot. Because I want to live stream those, but at the same time, it's ultimate content, and I need a lot of fucking focus for it, but we'll see what happens. We are not going to be doing ultimate content with Ramani, though, until Stormblood, sadly, because that is when ultimates were first introduced. That is Ultima UCOB, that is the Unending Coil of Bahamut, and Ultimate Weapon, Ultimate, or Uwu, as we call it. You are a blue quest. What do you have? Let the clan... Oh, your hunts. I can do you later. Excellent. This is where the end room's at. Oh yeah, I forgot Sudogu is here. And Sudogu. This is where you unlock Dark Knight. And I forgot your name. How to pronounce it. I think it's Riel. Yeah, you say soon trademark, and like ideally, I would have loved to have Ramani ready for that because we're supposed to be helping a friend, Prague UCOB, in the coming months. Heck, they're a great artist, by the way. I'm not sure if I have their Twitch handle or no Twitter handle ready on standby. I probably don't. I probably should have considered that. But we're going to be helping them Prague through the fight. I personally don't like the Unending Coil of Bahamut that much because, to me, that fight is at its most interesting in nail phase, and that's only like the first like third of the fight after Twintania. The Bahamut section, not really a fan of because fuck 10 Strike Trio. That is such a jank mechanic, and like it has a really fucking hype end part, like with like the Golden Bahamut phase. Like everything about that sequence is so great. But everything else around the fight is like, it's fine. Yeah, it's all right. I like Uwu more because I think Uwu is more consistently interesting. But to me, nothing beats T. I love the Epic of Alexander so much. I miss that fight a lot. But I won't go back into it until I finally get my clears for DSR, which is the Dragon Song Reprise, which is Heavensward related actually, and the Omega Protocol top. Do I plan on reviewing Sonic Origins Plus, more specifically the playable Amy content? So I was actually going to make a Sonic Origins type related video for the main channel in the coming weeks. Nothing big, you know, it's just one of those things I wanted to spend some time on because, you know, it's Sonic content. You know, Sonic's easy. I was like, hey, John, you got a bill to pay. All right, hold on a second. Let me record some Sonic. So what about the upcoming SGB videos? Well, I'm probably going to elaborate again on a proper SGB video update in the coming days or the coming weeks. But as I said in the Mario Party Let's Play that we uploaded a couple of days ago over on SGB Likes to Play, in case you're not aware, yes, SGB is indeed back. That was like the big special announcement I had at the end of the panel, which was great. That reaction that you guys had was beautiful, and I felt really fucking something about it, you know. I was about to fucking cry, but the Calorie Mate in my mouth was absorbing all of my tears. That was fantastic, and I thank you all for that. As for SGB coming back though, just to reiterate, it is a part-time thing. We are not doing what we used to do, which was record multiple games at once and burn ourselves out fucking something fierce, and you know, we hate ourselves for it. We're gonna be coming back part-time, and by that I mean we're not gonna be uploading every day. Our goal for now is at least 3 videos a week, like every other day, and then seeing where we go from there. We're not going to be meeting up all the damn time either. You know, before, at our peak, before we like took the indefinite hiatus, we were recording every Sunday, and after a while it starts eating into time, starts eating into money for travel, that sort of shit. Yeah, it was a mess. So for our comeback, we're going to keep it very part-time. We're going to stick to what we just like to play. That said, there's still the matter of the 3 playthroughs we left incomplete, which was Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 7, and Saints Row 2. We will get back to those games in time, but we are not worried about that right now. Although Elliot does want to resume Spider-Man 2 sooner rather than later because he does really like that game. And I do really love our adventure so far in Spider-Man 2. Like that sequence at the in the area where Doc Ock's like machine was malfunctioning and Elliot was like, he made Spider-Man a pinball. That sort of thing. That left me in stitches, dude. Like that shit is hilariously funny. And I want to get back to Final Fantasy 7 at some point or another. I completely fucking forgot what I was doing though since we last recorded it. But right now, we're just worried about resetting the channel and getting things back up and running again. Our first project is going to be Mortal Kombat 11's Aftermath story mode, because that came out after we went on hiatus, and we want to get ready for Mortal Kombat 1, like the reboot coming out in a couple of months. So that is what we're going to be doing first. Yeah, that I got things to talk about for Aftermath Blue Dino myself, but that should be interesting. And another thing, because maybe if it wasn't clear, did I speak with can I go to the Young Actually, hold on, let me do this now. Let me go change my hair now. Fuck, it's cold out there. What are you doing all the way in Ishgard? Do you know how fucking long I walked to get here? Hold on, let's put your clothes back on, Ramani. Did you see those male-presenting nipples Ramani was rocking there for a second? That was really fucking weird. We are going to change your hairstyle to Snow's haircut from Final Fantasy 13, because combined with the bandana I have on now, this makes for a pretty fucking sick look. I kind of personally like the bandana knot here and the knot behind the do-rag, I guess, that he's wearing naturally behind the hair. So this is going to be Ramani's look for Heavensward. And I personally really like it. In fact, I like it so much that in my off time, I went and commissioned a commission from a really cool artist, and that is going to be our new profile picture for Heavensward. So that is really fucking cool. Hold on. Let me go get the artist's name so that I can plug them. I should have done that before behind the scenes. Hold on a second. Stop cutting me for a second. That's really rude. Also, how do you pronounce this guy's name? Jandalane, I think that's how you pronounce the name. So happy. Alright, let me see here. I think it's under a media tag. Yeah, there we go. This is from Manriri. I'm going to put their Twitter on the Twitch chat. There you go. That is the artist of that piece. It is fantastic. It's warm. It is very welcoming. And that is the artist that did the job. They were really great. I think they're backed up in commissions though. So if you decide to contact them for a piece, you might be waiting a couple of months. Just as a heads up. But yeah, we are ready to go. So let us go back to the Fortal Manor. They need to re-release the 13 trilogy, man. Let me play 13 too. I thought all three of the games were available on Steam. Or at least Epic. I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure those games are re-released on other consoles. Yeah, they are. They are on Steam. Yeah. So just play them on Steam, Bunny Scrub. I mean, I would assume those versions are okay. Do they run well? I don't know. Like, could they run well on computers of today? I think is the real important question. They are, but the ports are bad. You know what? I'm going to go attune to the Jeweled Crozer Aetherite real quick because I'm already here. Even though, again, I'm pretty sure MSQ will just naturally take me here anyway, still. I got a compulsion and I got to scratch that itch. Well, PS3 games and Notorious Support is like the understatement of the fucking century, Lineback, but you're not wrong. I touched the glowy rock. Hopefully, it is not radioactive. All right, that just leaves the tribunal, so we're going to go back to the last vigil. And we're going to climb these stairs. This place is tall as shit. Look how big that spire is. It is so large. I like how like all the knights or the dragoons just all wear these long ass cloaks. It's like, fuck man, I'm cold. This sucks. The 360 versions of all three games are Xbox One X enhanced. Oh, cool. That means they, I don't know, they run at 60 FPS? I don't know. I don't know what that means. You know, I still don't have an Xbox One or an Xbox Series X. The only time I ever had a Series X in the same vicinity as myself was when I got Mark his for Christmas a couple of years ago. He still has it. But I don't think he plays it that often because now he has a PlayStation 5. And I was like, you know what? I understand. You know, what I really want to know here, and some of you guys are already touching upon it in the chat. So the Metal Gear collection, when they eventually get to the other games, like, are we finally going to get Metal Gear Solid 4 outside of the PlayStation 3? Because I was kind of low-key thinking that because the PlayStation 3 is, well, like everything in it and so embedded heavily into the game, like what if they just made it like a PlayStation 5 exclusive for the collection? Like I don't think they're going to do that because that pissed so many people off, but the PS3 was so heavily integrated into the 4's design that what kind of work would you need to do in order to make it multi-platform? Yeah, like you need to fucking like rebuild a lot of shit from the ground up, right? I mean, it's not even a matter of like emulating the PlayStation 3. You have to essentially reverse engineer that shit and build it to code for current consoles, you know? Johnny, would it make sense to be a PS5 exclusive? The PS4 and PS5 don't have pressure-sensitive buttons like the PlayStation 3. Okay, but neither does the Xbox or the Series X or the PC. Now, I'm pretty sure there are ways you can finagle with that. Don't get me wrong. But that argument that you just, but that counterpoint that you presented there is also an argument as to why it wouldn't work in any other console either. You know? Again, solidifying the idea that it might be just so heavily anchored by the console it was developed for that it makes it next to impossible to remaster or port to any other console. Do you think Volume 2 will also feature Ghost Babel and the Acid series? I would love if Volume 2 included all the other the other Metal Gear games too. Like, please, for a love of, like, I don't know what kind of wizardry you need to do, but I would love to see Ghost Babel as part of that. Fucking the Acid games, even if I personally don't give a shit about them, it's still nice to have them preserved. And I know I said this earlier, and I know it's probably not going to happen, but re-release Twin Snakes. And I think Twin Snakes needs a re-release or at least a remaster, which I know that itself is kind of hard to do because there are Nintendo elements in the original release that need to be completely scrapped out. But I think it's possible, you know, because what are the Nintendo related stuff in the Twin Snakes outside of the Mario and Yoshi doll in Otacon's room? Like, is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, the Psycho Mantis save file reads, because in the GameCube, in Twin Snakes, he reads your GameCube save file. So he'll make reference to Mario Sunshine, Pikmin, I think, Zelda, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Miyamoto is also in the Psycho Mantis room too. Yeah, and Melee, that's right. They could just say, we don't want to fucking bother, and MGS4 is just a 358 days HDs. Oh my god, could you imagine the heat the devs would get if Metal Gear Solid 4's representation was just the fucking story? Which, granted, it already is mostly story. But still, there is a game inside of Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, believe it or not. Actually, I think it's one of the better games gameplay-wise, but there's so little of it. There's so little gameplay of Guns of the Patriots. I'm not kidding. The ending sequence at the end, from the last hit on Ocelot to the end credits and the post-credit stuff, I think is like close to 90 fucking minutes long. It's really fucking long, dude. Guns of the Patriots is a movie that has a bit of a game in it. I want Psycho Mantis to have awkwardly edited memory card reads. Like, that's funny. It's like a Metal Gear game on PC. Like, what the fuck is he? Actually, that's a good question. Because I never actually thought of this until now. But if you're playing Metal Gear Solid on PC and you get to the Psycho Mantis stuff, does he read your save files on your PC? Is that a thing that happens? I never looked into that. Nope. Does he even have that sort of like psychic demonstration in Integral? Oh, we're already heading to the Sea of Clouds. Okay, interesting. I'm so used to like the beginning of MSQ branching you in the two paths, and I think this game does that too. But we just haven't gotten there yet. This guy's a prick, but he's kind of goofy in his own way. They're fucking. I forgot if Honoroy is their brother or just a kid servant or some other thing. This kid is like one of the best fucking side characters in the Heavensward. Like, his sense of humor is so deliciously dry. He makes the best companion for this guy. Do I need to buy a second set of Joy-Cons to beat Psycho Mantis on the Switch port? Yeah, absolutely you do. Besides, John, Konami dropping the ball and making MGS4 a movie is more likely than you think. They're already fumbling with the Switch version of Collection. I did read about this, you're right. 2.4 gigabytes game file on a 4 gigabyte Switch cartridge. The games themselves being 24 gigabyte download and the bonus content a 30 gigabyte download. So you can't fit all that into a Switch cartridge. You have to download the rest of that shit. Yeah, that's the entire memory of the Switch. Like the Switch's onboard memory, right? Like, holy fuck. That's funny. Like, even in today's generation of consoles, consoles just can't fit all of Metal Gear. Well, the Switch specifically. Like PS5 and Xbox Series S, like that's funny as shit. Little girly Switch. If only there was some sort of Switch Pro, you know? If only. Okay, so yeah, I completely forgot that this game does do the two branching MSQ pathways that will eventually converge for our first dungeon and other shit like that. So that said, we went to the Sea of Clouds one first. So we're gonna do onwards and upwards first. I like to say that I have a personal playlist for the VODs of the series, and I call it the Ballad of Ramani Momani. Hey, excellent. I'm glad that my sins are catching up to me. I gotta get out of here. I think people are starting to point fingers. That's dangerous. I can't be here. All right, we are heading to our first Heavensward area. This is the Sea of Clouds. Really pretty to look at. Pain in the ass to travel in for tribal quests. If it's the same area I'm thinking. No! You guys gotta get off that fucking Grimace Shake shit. People are dropping like flies. Have you seen all the fucking drama with Microsoft and the court? And my all-time favorite state that, and I quote here by Phil Spencer, we lost the console wars. No. The actual quote is somehow Palpatine returned, Emil. Everybody gets that confused all the fucking time. I'm surprised. I'm not really surprised. But, no, is that still a thing we're talking about? Console wars? I thought that, like, that's so fucking 90s, guys. Fucking just play what you want.
Prodigy of Garlemald would come to call Eorzea home.
By the way, this is a more captivating shot in daytime. This is night. It's like, look at that. Look at that nighttime grass.
High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost within the Sea of Clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, he came.
You know, that airship got a pimple on it. That's fucking weird, man. Hey, Tros, congrats on finally getting your quit for the week. Oh, God. I mean, look at it this way. It's Thursday going on. No, it's Wednesday going into Thursday, so you're still pretty early, all things considered, but still. Was it worth the stress of jumping through a bunch of other party finders? Probably not. You say awfully cold up here. My guy, you are from Ishgard. Yeah, although I'm going to be personally like speed running through a lot of the non-voice dialogue as I want to do for this stream series. Like, if you're playing this for yourself, please do take the time to read the conversations yourself, especially because there's some quality shit here. Oh wait, all right. We're in Heavensward now, and we are no longer able to fly, as you can see. I'm jumping. Nothing's happening. This sucks. What gives? So Heavensward was the first expansion to introduce flight for mounts. But in order to activate flight, you had to attune to every Aether current in the map. Now, what are Aether currents? Well, Aether currents are these circularly little fart clouds that you can see every once in a while. We don't even have an Aether compass yet, do we? No, we get that later. I think we do. Yeah, I don't even have it in my key items. I think we'll be getting it pretty soon. But we use an Aether compass to detect Aether currents, and we attune to them, no different than how we're doing with the Aetherite right here. And once we attune to every Aether current in the map, which also includes completing some side quests, because completing some side quests have Aether currents locked behind them, we are able to fly. Now, given the general structure of attuning to Aether currents while doing MSQ, if you do all of the blue side quests along the way as you're doing MSQ, you should always unlock flight when you do the final MSQ chapter for this area. Generally speaking, that is usually how it works. Yeah, and since we are well beyond when Heavensward was relevant, they reduced the number of Aether currents significantly. Beforehand, there used to be 15 of these fucking things that you have to scatter around all over the world to find. Now it's just 5, I think. I want to say 5. It's much fucking easier to attune to Aether currents now than it was beforehand. 10 in the field, 5 via side. My God, that is so many. Now I think it's 5 on the field and 5 from side quests. So there's still 10, but it's still way fucking easier now than it was when this shit was current. Oh my God, especially for Stormblood. Stormblood was probably the worst with it. And there's still one Aether current in particular that can still suck the biggest dick because of just how out of the way it is. But every other Aether current has been significantly nerfed, and thank Christ, because that shit is not fun to revisit. Who's this Zeal Reddick asshole? Sounds like a prick. Yeah, it is that one in the last area, Storm. You know exactly which one I'm talking about, and it sucks. I'm gonna attune to this Aether current. How do I get back? You don't. You have to go all the way around the fucking area to get back to where you were. Also, people will often run taxi services to Aether currents. Yeah, I had an Aether current cab for Stormblood, thankfully. I guess like the benefits of being a content creator. It was like, yeah, I will suck your dick for a cab. But it's like, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. But yeah, still, like, I mean, if at some point or another, when we're getting into Heavensward, like endgame and shit, and we're doing Stormblood, and run into some folks who needs an Aether current cab. Hell, if I need an Aether current cab, if I want to take advantage of you guys, I mean, ask politely, of course, then I will just like ride one of your mounts and just away. You suck one dick. And suddenly you're a content creator. Hey, I mean, I get paid, right? Why isn't it at least like you get all the Aether currents in one map, but you can fly in that specific map? I think it's because they don't want you sequence breaking or like going out of whack, which I know in itself is weird because nothing's stopping anyone here right now from just taking me to where I want to go via flight. Like if I was, does anybody here have a mount or something like that? Avalon Wormright, do you have a mount? Like if I were to invite Avalon to a party, right? And I were to ride the pillion, there we go. Look at me, I'm in the back here. Nothing's stopping me from just just flying. Oh wait, can Avalon even fly? Is that possible? Can you fly? Yeah, there it is. Like, see, look. Nothing's stopping. I can hire a taxi service right now to see if like take me to the next Aether current, wench. That sort of thing. But we're not gonna be doing that. I can't dismount when you're too high up though. Ramani went out. But my sins are catching up to me. I gotta get out of here. Oh, it's getting too hot here. Heat's too much. Mount your friends. Oh, don't mind if I do. Yeah, but generally speaking, they want you to explore the worlds first on foot before you're able to just ignore everything after when you unlock flying. You know, that is like that for every expansion from this point forward, but is especially egregious in Heavensward and Stormblood because they were the first games to introduce flight. You know, what will you say? A mission of paramount importance. Keep watch for the Dravanian. Oh, so we're bullshitting this guy. I would say keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Yeah. We're putting your ass to work, my guy. He hates fighting. Well, he's not so much fighting, but he's more like he's a chicken shit. He talks a sweet game, but he actually hates fighting. So yeah, so this is what I'm talking about with this kid. This kid has some great dialogue. Master Ramani. I do not believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Honoroy, and I serve at the pleasure of Lord Eminlane. Actually, I don't know how to pronounce most of these names because I am absolutely garbage at remembering these games. Lady Linnea would have me accompany Lord on his mission. I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Yeah, this kid's great. He is absolutely fantastic. Eman-Elaine. Eman-Elaine. I think that's how you pronounce it. I can't fly. You see, I instinctively jumped to enter flight and nothing happened because I played so much of A Realm Reborn with this character. What can I do? Don't mock me, Zephyr. Although, mock me if you want to. I don't give a fuck. Lord Eminem. Absolutely. Thank you. We should be getting our Aether compass relatively soon. Oh, I'm still in a party with Avalon, by the way. Yeah, there we go. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. No offense, Arthur. It's just that I won't party up until it's starting to go into a dungeon or trial. Level 1 reset. All flights canceled, baby. Let's fucking go. It's great. So I'm going to take the bullet and ask if you played the full game of 16, John. Obviously no spoilers. Well, I couldn't spoil it if I wanted to, Santiago, because I have not played the whole game myself. And I likely will only get so much downtime between what I'm doing now and for videos before I get the chance to play it. And I'm hard committed. I'm at the very least, without really spoiling anything, I understand that 16 is not a terribly long RPG. It's like, casually speaking, like 35 to 40 hours. And it's like, that's all it needs to be. For me specifically, I don't need to be extra long, man. Like, honest to God, like one of the things that I'm terrified of whenever I get to eventually looking at the Persona series for when the channel eventually reaches 500,000 subs is like, I know some of those games get really fucking long. Like Persona 5 specifically gets like close to 100 hours just doing regular shit. And I was like, my God, that sounds exhausting. What? Birds! Birds! Fuck him up. I got myself a wooden stick. Ooh, what? What? Like, out of curiosity, what is a RPG that you guys would hopefully recommend, but understand that it's a little fucking long? I just want to, I just want to interact with the thing, and you're in my way. There we go. Poor cat. That was someone's cat. Persona 4, Persona 3, Octopath Traveler. Okay, Xenoblade, Crystal Project. Oh, Alex is gonna kill me because I am smacking her favorite creature. Where the fuck am I going, dude? Here's the destination. Okay. Also, Final Fantasy 14, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. That's probably like the key example for this discussion because, you know, Final Fantasy 14 going from expansion to expansion, it's a linear process, right? You can't, well, unless you buy like a job skip, right? Or a story skip. If you want to get to like, say, Shadowbringers or Endwalker, guess what? You got to play through all of Realm Reborn. You got to play through all of Heavensward and Stormblood and that sort of shit. And those in itself are full-length RPGs. So, yeah, gets pretty fucking long in the tooth if you're trying to get to the expansions everyone loves talking about, right? And look, I think it's worth it because, of course, I would say that, but that's a long fucking time, man. That is a long fucking time. KH2 is a bit long, but still one of the best action RPGs I've ever played. Really, you think KH2 is a little long? I mean, granted, I think, what did my review time clock up? It was close to 30 hours. And yeah, that's pretty meaty, but to me, that's kind of a respectable length. To me, it gets long Like, maybe a little too long if it's 50-hour plus casually. More bird people. I gotta say, the locals are pretty hostile. Hey, love to see. Look at that, we're already level 51. That's great. Although we will be doing our job quest along the way as well. Where am I going? Oh, right. I remember the sequence of quests. It sucks because you have to keep going around this way and that way. Wait a minute. What am I doing? We're in new territory, and I'm not riding the fast mount. Where's my bike? All right, Falcon. We're going to replace you for a little bit. Because guess what? The SDS Fenrir, the cash shop mount, actually has increased mount speed. So it's naturally faster than every other mount on the floor. So this becomes like the new game plus mount until you re-unlock flying. Oh. Oh, it's the new expansion launch mount. Absolutely. You're gonna, like, when a new expansion launches and everyone's on equal leveling field, you're gonna see so many fucking Fenrir mounts because it's just naturally faster than a lot of other mounts. Oh, thank you. You didn't spit on this, did you?
No, you promised a plain. I promised you a plain one.
That's right.
I'm delivering you
Right.
a plain one.
Let's spit in this.
Nah,
It tastes like Calorie Mate.
No, that's bread, bro.
No,
I mean,
man.
no.
That's a donut hole.
Dude, what's it called when you put egg and wheat in a sauce and then...
I don't know.
Bread.
Wait, bread. It's called bread.
bread.
Okay, thank you.
Celine, no, you can't be down here. No, I'm sorry, baby.
I think it's just called bread. Bro, eat a Calorie Mate right now.
I can bring it to you.
Yeah, can you please, actually? Thank you.
What flavor you want? We got
What's left?
blue?
What? Yeah, just give me the blue one. What flavor is blue, by the way? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Fuck me, man. I really like this girl's hairstyle. But it's not, I don't think this hairstyle is available for Lalafels. Man, do I really want to fucking switch between a donut and a Calorie Mate? I mean, I could use the donut to wash the flavor. Thanks.
No. Put your head
Oh,
back.
okay.
Put your head back. See?
Right. This is like Asura, but they hold Calorie Mates.
Don't enjoy.
Actually, you know what? I'll leave a Twitch poll. I'll make a Twitch poll.
Blue or red?
So I got blue or pink. We're gonna fucking type it in the chat. What Calorie Mate I'm gonna eat. By the way, thanks to Jason. By the way, Jason in the chat, Blaze Henry 1, gave me these Calorie Mates for TMJ, and I decided to eat one as a bit at the panel. And I think the best part of that. Hold on, let me just type blue, pink. I'm gonna leave that for a minute. The best part of that panel was like, so we're like 3 minutes before the panel actually begins, where we actually get to the time for the panel to start. And I decided to eat the Calorie Mate right then and there. And out of nowhere, as I'm shit talking Calorie Mate, David Hayter shows up, grabs a microphone, and tells me to stop shit talking Calorie Mate. I offered him a piece of that Calorie Mate, and he declined. I wonder why. There is a clip of that somewhere around here. Ben shared with me. I think it's on my Discord. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to do this. I know this is not very entertaining. I'm trying to see where did Ben send me that clip. I think it was on Twitter, actually. Yeah, if you can find it, Trios, I'd appreciate that very much. Also, I've just looked at my Discord notifications, and that number is more than one. Now I'm terrified. Like, who's shit talking me online? Who is it? Oh, no, it's just an app. Okay, that's all good. No problem. Oh, Sage is starting soon. I should probably get ready for that. God, the term gastronomical disaster will be stuck in my head for a long time. That's interesting. All right, so the winner is pink. Pink Calorie Mate. And for... I should probably switch over to my webcam for this. 1 second. Is this... Wait, do I even have it set up? Let me go see before I decide. Yeah, I do. Okay, I want to make sure. Okay, fucking... There we go. All right. So this is Calorie Mate. This is... I don't know. How do you explain what a Calorie Mate is? Actually, there's a whole ass description on this. Okay, so wait. Calorie Mate block contains a nutritionally balanced source of the energy needed for daily activities. Calorie Mate block, in all caps by the way, is great for people who are always on the go, needing an easy way of consuming energy and nutrition, whether it's for breakfast, work, sports, study, or any busy time. So it's a new, they're nutritional bars, yeah. I mean it's basically it's a ration brick. That's all it is. It's just ration. Man, I can't believe I have. This is like the 4th fucking time I put a Calorie Mate stick in my mouth. It's like I'm just tasting all the fucking flavors. I mean, do these things go bad? Like these things are so deprived of moisture that I wonder, like, do they go bad after a while? They last a good year? Yeah, they're bad from the start. This smells like maple. So I think this might be maple. Okay. Not gonna lie, this one actually tastes pretty decent. This is actually the best one so far. Oh, okay. All right, so this is it. We found it. We found it, folks. The chocolate one tastes like shit. Oh my God, the cheese one is inedible. The maple one kind of slaps. I want some more. If it's maple flavored, it's basically a raw, dry French toast stick. It's a great way of putting it, likely. Oh, but it's still really dry, though. Hold on, I gotta get some fucking water. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Hold on, wait, let me go back to the game. All right, I'm back. Yeah, it's like, honestly, God, like the worst thing about Calorie Mates so far is that they're so dry. Like they really just, they suck the moisture out of your lips or your tongue. That's not bad though. Like, honest to God, like no shit, I'm not memeing here. The maple one is actually pretty decent. Oh man, that was okay. Yeah, the cheese. I'm sorry, Jason. The cheese one I thought was fucking disgusting. It probably didn't. It probably didn't help that I just fucking drank a part of the Grimace shake before I put that shit in my mouth, and the Grimace shake was just it did everything to my taste buds in all the worst ways possible. But it's like this the cheese one had this very pungent aroma and taste that just God no. Oh wait, I gotta psych you up, don't I? Get up, you son of a bitch. Oh my God, he fell asleep, didn't he? The Calorie Mate saved you from Grimace. You know, maybe that's why I survived the whole ordeal. I like to think it's because I didn't finish the fucking thing. I'm serious, folks. Like, I gave that bitch 2 sips, and I said, nah, man, this isn't for me. Like, I can't fuck with this. It sucks. But, yeah, but, like, dipping the Calorie Mate into that shit and then, like, trying to eat that afterwards certainly didn't do any favors. So maybe if I didn't have any Grimace Shake beforehand, maybe I'd have a slightly higher opinion of cheese Calorie Mate. I don't think so. That shit just kind of hit me like a truck. But the maple one is, honest to God, not bad. If I were offered it again, I'd tell you, give me the maple variety. Although, because we got that Metal Gear Solid 3 remake coming out, I guess it'd be imperative to me, or important at the very least, to re-up on my Calorie Mate. So I gotta ask Jason where to get his. You probably just order off like a Japanese site or some other shit. Is there anything fluffier than a cloud? Or probably the Pysa that I killed earlier. Oh, I do appreciate that, Jason. Thank you very much. I also, Jason, I saw that picture you posted earlier. You apparently, was it like Calorie Mate colas or sodas? Whatever the fuck it was. This is the donut that Trav gave me earlier. I'm just gonna finish this right now. Calorie Mate coffees? What the fuck? Are they nutritionally balanced? Whatever the fuck that means. What is actually your overall favorite Metal Gear game? Probably gameplay-wise, might raise some eyebrows with Phantom Pain. The whole package, the original and Snake Eater. I think gameplay-wise, Phantom Pain is the best, like, easily. But that game is 50 hours long and its story is absolute ass. But if we're just talking about a complete package from beginning to end, it's solid, and I can't really think, pardon the pun, like, can't really think of much wrong with it. Snake Eater. Snake Eater is a really fucking good game. But I also have a lot of nostalgic bias for the first Metal Gear Solid. I love that game. I can play that game anytime. It's really, I think it's just a fun time to sit down and play. You haven't played any of the MGS games? What should I start with? Snake Eater. I would think. Like, if you're just looking for a good balance of gameplay that's aged well, that's also easy to understand and pick up, Snake Eater. Are you guys on your purple birds because Heavensward? I was like, hey, I'm not gonna deny it. The Calorie Mate drink, coffee flavored, is definitely an acquired taste, and I don't have that taste. It sounds disgusting. Like, is it just one of those things that you're supposed to, like, enhance by dipping other Calorie Mate into it? That's just a goat. Am I valid if my favorite MG game is Rising? No, you're not invalid. You're valid. It has Metal Gear in the name, so I'd say it counts. Even if it plays nothing like the other games, it is still a fantastic game. I mean, honestly, God, the real ones, when they're talking about what their favorite Metal Gear game is, if they say Rising, you know those are true fans. Rising is fantastic. It really is, for all of the right reasons. And there's technically stealth, but that is not all how you're supposed to play the game. They don't want you to be sneaky. They want you to kill. And kill you do in some of the most deliciously over-the-top ways. It's my mount for Dark Knight. Oh, interesting. You guys tie certain mounts to certain jobs that you do? I guess I can see it. You know, I love my Battle Bear, but I don't feel right riding it on anything else other than Warrior. Fuck it. I forgot exactly what we're doing. We're looking for a spring crystal in Vorsian Saran. And this area to search is fucking large. Yeah, the first Metal Gear Solid game is just, it's just good, man. I got no personal problems with it outside of like nitpicks and shit. Honestly, you guys can probably still watch my Metal Gear videos on Some Call Me Johnny. In my opinion, they're still pretty much the same as they were then. I love those series of videos. Those are some of my favorite videos to make. Well. That's not the spring crystal we needed, so we need to search again. I remember this being kind of out of the way. Like, it's within the orange circle, obviously, but it just barely reaches it. I might be misremembering it, though, for another quest, but we're going to scout the area. There's a green rock right here. Is there a spring crystal here? There is not. I gotta be careful here, because since I'm technically engaged in battle, if I fall off a lethal height, I will just die. John, wasn't your Saturday panel recorded? So my recording wasn't on, but someone in the panel definitely was recording it. I just haven't gotten in contact with them. If you die, I'll revive you for a discount. Well, I'd rather just return. That's not the spring crystal I'm looking for. Oh, Lord. Where the fuck is this crystal, my guy? Well, there's another green rock over here. Perhaps this is the one. That's a big fucking clamshell. What? Are you serious? Oh yeah, question for Heavensward content. Will you be showing off the firmament, or are you doing that off stream? No, I'm showing everything. I am showing, for Heavensward specifically, I am showing off everything that was introduced in the expansion itself. So we are going to do all Heavensward, obviously. We're going to do the raid scene. We're going to do Palace of the Dead. We're going to do... So technically, Firmament is Shadowbringers. So we should probably wait until Shadowbringers to do it to make it more contextually appropriate. But you technically can do it as soon as you finish Heavensward. Holy fuck, how many of these goddamn crystals do I have to inspect until I get to the right one? Well, there's another one over here. I wonder if this is it. It's always the last one you look for, because by that point, you already found it. Okay, finally. Holy shit, that took so long. Oh no, we can't show off the diadem. I mean, we can show off the diadem, but it's not the diadem that Heavensward players know. You know, we're talking about the Gathering diadem. You know, the diadem is nothing like it used to be, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I thought diadem was more interesting before the change, if I'm being real. Like, I'm not terribly ass-hurt about the changes. It's just like I liked the diadem conceptually before it was reworked into like a Gather in Heaven. When are we watching the FNAF movie for community night? I mean, if the FNAF movie ends up being one of those movies that are available early on Amazon for like $20, I will no doubt in my mind make it a community night for movies. I don't know, like Blue Dino, the first name, I don't know why Kabu, like I don't know why I want to keep saying to myself Kabu Daba Doo. Some other Flintstone shit, you know? I'm fucking weird, man. Halloween movie night. That's not a bad idea, although I want to watch some other horror movies with you guys for community night. Yo, have a good night, Triz. I'm surprised. I keep saying this every fucking time, man. I'm surprised you're still up. Because it's got to be like 3 or 4 in the morning over there. Yeah, if you want to hop along the MSQ train, you go right ahead. Although, you know, I'm certain shit just doing MSQ. So like nothing interesting or multiplayer related is gonna happen until I unlock a first dungeon. And even then, Blue Dino, Kabu, the one accompanying me, is playing along with me in terms of MSQ. So he's been getting like dibs on the tank spot. You know, because I find his experience and adventure to be just as part of the adventure as anything else. That said, you know, if I happen to be streaming in Blue Dino, you're not online, you know, there's nothing I can do about that because I schedule around what I do and not anybody else. You know what I mean? Still, I mean, you manage to be online when I'm online, so. Yeah, like Halloween themed community night and shit, like movies, like make the whole month of October is watching a movie like every other weekend. I think that'd be pretty fucking fun. I don't know what I watch though. No, wait, I know what I would watch. I would be wondering what everyone else would recommend. Because me personally, I love the classics. You can't go wrong with A Nightmare on Elm Street. Can't go wrong with Halloween. Can't go wrong with, well, one of the Friday the 13th. So I'm going to say they're not terribly good. Scary Godmother. I never heard of that. Aliens? No, not Aliens, the second movie. That's more action than it is horror. Like the original Alien, I would say, yeah, that's definitely a horror movie. No, not Army of Darkness. That's more of a comedy. If we're going to watch something, we're going to fucking scare each other. We're going to scare each other shitless. You know what I mean? The Thing is probably a good example. They're probably the best example, I would say. Maybe The Exorcist. Is The Exorcist really scary? I watched The Exorcist about 136 times. And it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. It's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. I'm a pussy when it comes to horror, really. Like, what is it about? Like, now, when you say horror, is it just like the visual grotesque imagery, or do you just don't like getting jump scared? I mean, if a movie has to rely on jump scares to be scary, then it's not a horror movie. Like, it's just a shock movie in that case. Ooh, we got ourselves a single-player instance here. The Shining being watched 127 times is the true Kubrick experience. Ooh, automatically nighttime here. Ooh, they want us to fight this fight at night. Personally, do not like the jump scare aspect of horror. Everything else is great. Well, again, that's what I mean. Is like if a movie is too heavily reliant on jump scares, it's not a horror movie. To me, a horror movie is equal parts scary, suspenseful, a bit of levity to counterbalance the pathos, to quote purple-haired pretty boy. But if it's just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare, it's like, this is not a fucking horror movie, dude. Like, it's just loud noises. I'm more sensitive towards excessive graphic violence nowadays than I used to be. To me, it depends on like what exactly is being like mutilated. Like personally, because you know I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, so I feel that I'm pretty desensitized to grotesque violence, but even I have my limits. I love this song, by the way. This is Skullduggery. It plays in instances like this, and it's so great. Have at ye. You see, I can't exactly punch kneecaps off anymore because I'm under witness protection, and if I monk it up, I'm going to give myself away. So I took up the staff to become a dragoon. But my staff is not really a spear, it's more of a wooden stick. But it works. Coraline. Isn't that the stop motion movie? Am I thinking of the right one? Yeah, it is. Okay, wait, is that a horror movie? Really? Like, cause I always took it as a horror movie in the same vein as like Nightmare Before Christmas, although I wouldn't call Nightmare Before Christmas a horror movie. Like, it's spooky. Yeah, like, it's more children's horror is a good way of putting it, Marcy. You're right about that. Like, to me, it doesn't, like, it's like, Nightmare Before Christmas wouldn't, I don't find actually scary. It's spooky. I gotta find this lost child. And everyone just looks at me. I said lost child. I actually haven't confirmed Ramani's like canonical age. 20s, somewhere in the 20s. I just don't know where. Really, Coraline traumatized me as a kid. Interesting. I never watched it, so. Oh God, where? Where are you? Oh, they added character portraits for Heavensward. That's great. Those didn't used to be there. When an NPC is talking like that and you see their portrait next to their dialogue, that wasn't in Heavensward originally. That was something introduced in Shadowbringers. You are fucking worthless, my guy. I watch Primal from time to time, and the graphic violence in that show makes sense because of the prehistoric brutality and setting. It's a dog-eat-dog world after all, literally. I mean, whatever. I mean, there can be justification for as much as it wants, but at the same time, it's like, if I'm only looking at it, I don't give a fuck if it's historically accurate. Chief Hanu Vanu. Are you a friend? No, you're a friend. Who's talking shit? I should probably get rid of that mage first. Whoa, I'm not used to the jump actually not moving the character anymore. That's weird. That's fucking bizarre. Why are you... Oh my God, come on. Just a bunch of bird heads. Nothing you haven't seen already. Dude, your fucking establishment is getting hounded by dragons and you're worried about a couple of birds? Get the fuck out of here. We do have to get the hell out of here, though. We're getting bombarded by a lot of birds. I think we're going the right way. I really hope we're going the right way, because Sea of Clouds is kind of a pain in the ass to traverse, especially when your map doesn't show you shit. Why isn't the map being uncovered in this instance? I know it's a solo instance, so just like it technically doesn't really matter. Where the fuck did this guy go? Oh God, is he getting hounded? Help has arrived! Oh my God, horse fart. You're here. Oh my God, I went so far out the... Oh my God, he's getting bullied. Oh man, that man. I'm so sorry. Stop. Eminem kind of gave me Yosuke from Persona 4 vibes when I first met him. What, is he just like a cowardly piece of shit that talks a big game but is actually nothing? Well, it's just more like he's spoiled. That's what it is. Like he's a spoiled, pompous douche. Like, who means well, but man alive is he a prick. I guess you don't have ARR Tombstone gear? I do. Oh, right here. 130, baby. Ray, I played this game for like close to 9 years, man. I know what I'm doing. I got it. I got it. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I don't know. Sorry, but Tombstone usually looks flashier. Do you not glamour anything, Ray? It's a glamour. This way, quickly. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Wait, hold on. Where'd that attack animation come from? Who is doing that? Yeah, don't forget positionals. Absolutely. It's really important for casual content like this. Although I say that out loud, and I had a dungeon run last week where the tank just up and left early because we were not properly timing our burst for the ads. And I'm like, is this what we're doing now? Like, are we fucking pink parsing casual dungeon content? It's a whale.
The white, mighty Bismarck, Lord of the Mists.
A flying whale? By the Fury, it's a primal. We must away.
My man is zooming. I mean, to be fair, you don't want to get tempered.
Bloody typical. All right, we're going in.
I thought I was gonna like ram the fucking airship against all the birds. He's like, all right, watch, we're only gonna do this once. It's Sid and Biggs and Wedge. They're okay, and they're on an airship to boot. Time to make a getaway.
All aboard!
My girlfriend says the coffee Calorie Mate drinks taste like the milk from Lucky Charms. That is a description. Can't wait to see Ramani doing those unique sheathing animations and around Heavensward MSQ. I think those have been applied to all expansions at this point, Alchemy. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. I haven't revisited the older expansions since Endwalker dropped. But I think like the unique draw and sheath animations are now just incorporated into MSQ entirely, which is good because they're great. I'm so happy to see you, Sid. Also, what are you wearing? Why do you have an oven mitt on your left hand? Yeah, I believe this is Sid's new Heavensward attire, and it's for the better. I think this is actually his best. I don't think he ever leaves this outfit, now that I think about it. They're magically horrendous. As in the drawn sheath emote you can get from the Gold Saucer? Yes, Ray, the very same one. Those were added in Endwalker. Oh yeah, actually, I can show them off right now. So, yeah, like that right there. So normally, when you draw out your weapon, in my case, on keyboard and mouse, I hit the Z key. That is the default. Mia, hit it again. That's the default draw animation. The unique one that you get from the gold saucer that you do naturally in Endwalker is unique, and it's like, there you go. That is the draw emote. Can you show it off again? Yeah, there's a little more dynamic motion to it, and there's also a unique sheathing animation. So wait, so normally when you hit the Z key again, you just quickly put the weapon back. Like, there's no pizzazz to that whatsoever. But if you use the sheath emote, yeah, you saw that? So you did a little twirl there. It's more related to the job in question. This changes, by the way, with every job you do. Every job has a unique draw and sheath emote. That's the monk one that Ray is doing right now. Oh. Where do you get it? Gold saucer. They cost MGP. They're expensive though. Not gonna lie. I think they're 100K. 100K MGP a piece. Which is not that bad because in 2 days, this year's Make It Rain event is gonna start. That's the gold saucer event where all MGP bonuses are increased by like 50%, which is a lot. Like, I am definitely going to be fucking spamming the shit out of Gold Saucer when that event drops because I need to get my Blackjack mount. Why is the rain yellow? Is it yellow? Wait. Is that a Gold Saucer reference? Am I going to do that on stream? I'm not sure yet. I don't see why not, because that's just content. That's easy content, too. Like, just make it a fucking community thing where I just invite folks to just do Gold Saucer related events with me. That sounds easy. I could do that. Oh god, I fucking hate this part. Did I attune to this Aether already? Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I've already been here. It's the only Aether I could attune to, so I have to go backwards and go this way. This is the part of the MSQ I don't like in Heavensward. Because the Sea of Clouds is actual garbage to traverse through without flight. I'm just gonna fall down here. I think I can fall down here. Stream yourself doing better at platforming than Yoshi P. You say that, but Yoshi P was also live streaming in front of like 50,000 people at once. You know, it's probably nerves getting to him and other shit. Yeah, I get it. And like, I don't stream to 50,000 people, but I do stream to a whole 152. You know, so I'm just saying nerves probably get the better of me. Even if it's I love platforming. You know, I fucking love my platformers. Even in a game that doesn't really have good platforming controls. I know, like, now that I'm saying out loud though, like, would it be wise or feasible to host Make It Rain streams on Twitch? Because the thing about Make It Rain, right, is that everybody and their fucking grandma will be in the gold saucer because they want those MGP bonuses. And when a lot of people are in the same instance at once, and when you're live streaming, that fucking takes a hit on your like OBS or XSplit, your GPU in general. My frame rate is going to cry. Yeah, Make It Rain is the name of the Gold Saucer event in 14. Well, it's the name of the annual Gold Saucer event. Yeah, I think it's worth a try. But John, 14 is like a decade old now, isn't it? Well, 2.0 specifically is turning 10. So A Realm Reborn onwards is turning 10 this year. I can't fucking believe it's already been 10 years, man. I felt like I was just celebrating the 5th anniversary like yesterday. Hey Clark, how's it going, man? Yeah, this game is really relaxing. This is my bad day game. This is like my relaxing game, dude. This is where I just go to vibe and relax. There was a 1.0? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if we're including 1.0, when did 1.0 come out? Did we have an exact year in it? Was that 2010? How's it going, Joaquin? Okay, I think we're done with this. So we have our instance. We can now go back to... Actually, I think it'd be faster if we just go up here. Oh, wait, you know what? I forgot to make Ishgard my new home point. So I could have just had a free return there. But I'm already committed to going back up the hill and go through the second entrance. So we're just going to do that instead. September of 2010 is when Final Fantasy XIV was officially introduced with 1.0. So 13 years ago, close to 13 years. But we don't count 1.0 anymore for obvious reasons. You know, the game was brought back good with The Realm Reborn 2.0. So for all intents and purposes, that is the actual celebration. 1.0. Oh, the Chocobo Keep I should probably talk to just to get that exclamation point out of your head. I rarely use Chocobo Porters unless I'm like trying to spawn a specific S rank in Stormblood. I think it's Stormblood I'm thinking of. Airship man, take me back to Ishgard. So I think this is the end of this branching pathway for the Sea of Clouds. So now we're going to do Over the Wall after this. But it's like, this is shorter than I remember it being, although it also has been 2 hours. So after we finish this quest, I'm probably going to break for a drink. We'll get another bottle of water anyway. Why did I go the long way? See, look, man, I'm already getting the brain worms. I was gonna meme that we still don't know what the Heart of Sabik is for the 10th anniversary. Then 6.4 happened. I was like, fuck me, man. That was my meal ticket. I was gonna ride that meme to fame. Hey, John, just got my P10S reclear. What did I miss? Not much, actually, Chunk Funkle. Congrats, by the way. Well, you said reclear, so you already cleared the fight before, but congrats on actually getting a reclear. I'm assuming you're using Party Finder. Or are you a part of a static? I'm not sure. Oof. Fucking Eminem jump scare. Yeah, man. P10S and Party Finder is not good. And it's all because of fucking Demonic Bonds 3. It is that mechanic specifically that fucks people up. Everyone scrambles with like chickens without heads. Get me out of Harrowing Hell, please. No, it's in the name. Harrowing Hell is so... Surprisingly, from my experience, the heal check from Harrowing Hell is not the problem. It's getting the webbed wall behind a setup. Because people get really fucking fidgety with that mechanic. Like, not realizing, look, as long as you're close enough to the tethered web, you're fine. Like, just don't touch it. Oh, well, just curious, what is the best way to earn MGP while waiting for the gates to happen? Do your challenge log. So you go to your duty, right? Not the logs. You go to logs, and you go to your challenge log. There should be one for Gold Saucer specifically. These challenges that you can do give you easy MGP for the week. Real easy. I do these every week myself. And this gets you about 200,000 MGP. That also includes... like doing the fashion report, triple triad tournaments, just doing gates, that sort of thing. It's really fucking brain dead shit. Who the hell is Sabik? Everyone keeps fucking ghosting me, man. Oh wait, I've been sleeping on that fucking friend request from Lynn. There we go. You're not in battle, so that meditate's not doing anything, Zephyr. Oh boy, here we come. Here the friend request is like, I want my name to be orange. You know you're not my actual friends. It's like, well, shit, John. All right, let's head over to the Foundation. Where are we going? We are going to the Sky Steel Manufacturer. We're speaking with the Chocobo Keep. Oh, wait, actually, the Chocobo Keep's down this way. I can tell because the symbol here on the top right of the map. But we met in TMG. Okay, before we head into the Falcon's Nest, which is our next major area of Heavensward, I'm going to break for a second to get another bottle of water. I will be right back. Can I switch over to the break screen? I don't know. Like, I forgot like what my setup is for this area. My BRB, yeah, it's still just the basic bitch BRB screen. All right, I gotta make a unique BRB screen for Ramani's adventures in Heavensward. All right, I am back. It's funny as shit because both Elliot and Trav are upstairs, high as a kite because they took an edible. And they're watching the fucking Cat in the Hat, the live action Hat in a Cat movie with Mike Myers. And I'm like, that's fucked up. That movie is so atrociously bad that you need an edible in order to make it enjoyable. Who are you people? Welcome back. Now make my name orange. I'm not asking twice. Yeah, I should stress, just as a reminder, I am only this, like, open-armed and friendly with friend requests with Ramani, because I'm doing this for live streams anyway. With Joan, though, I am really fucking picky with who's my friends list with Joan. Don't take that personally. It's just Joan is my main character. It's my main account, and I don't need to be fucking friends with everybody, you know. But Ramani, I don't give a shit. Gonna take it personally anyway. Oh, I love this song so much. Like, the Kurthus Western Highlands, the Falcon's Nest area. Like, this theme right here is so fucking good.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
I'm gonna eat that bird. Despite me living on a tropical island for most of my life, man, I don't know, like, so like my living experience in Puerto Rico it's not much, right? I've only visited it twice. But it's like, even then, like, unless you got all of your family ties in Puerto Rico, I don't know how the fuck you can live there. It's always like 80 degrees plus. So it's like, I know it's comfortable to a point, but the humidity is killer. Hurricane season is, from what I understand, really fucking rough. And there are mountains everywhere. My feet hurt. Be cold. Put on a fucking shirt. That's easy. I'm speaking to you so that I technically have you available. Not that it really matters. Thoughts on Microsoft almost buying Square back in the day? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Jason, I thought you left already. Hey, everybody, I'm going away. Really leaving this time. You guys hear something? I mean, I don't know if it's worth a discussion, just talking about like what would the future be like if Microsoft actually went through with the Square deal. Do you think that would be enough to like push units like Xbox units? Because I mean, that's always been the problem with Microsoft, right? With the Xbox is that their player base in Japan was always so dwindling. Me personally, it's not even so much about like the console itself, it's just the need of it. Because I haven't gotten an Xbox console out of the 360 because I can just play it on PC. You know, that's kind of where I've been like for the last 10, 12 years. It's like, I don't need to get this on the Xbox One. I don't need an Xbox One. I don't need an Xbox Series X because the game is available on Steam or PC and it plays just fine there. I got an One X purely for rare replay. I've not used that thing for a single thing. So legit, and I'm not even really joking when I say this. The only reason why I would get a Series X so I can have a preferred experience with Sonic Unleashed. Because Sonic Unleashed is something I'm going to eventually stream for this channel, and I'm gonna 100% the fucking shit out of that game. I want to do it on a console that won't melt. You know what I mean? And Sonic Unleashed on like Xbox Series X or S, like it's the same thing. I've seen footage, I've seen clips. It runs great. You know, so it's like, holy shit. It's like this is good. This is preferable. This is a way to play the game. Unleash is great, but don't 100%. Well, Alchemy, I gotta do it for the bit. I'm a Twitch streamer. I gotta do it for the content. That's what they say. You gotta do it for the content. You gotta get a paycheck. All right, who we got here? What was his name again? Mr. Skeletal. Who was the other one that I accepted? Draha Freelancer. All right, cool. Draha Tia. Yeah, it only took 2 generations for that thing to run. No, You mean, Lyra, it took society 2 generations to catch up. Unleashed is art, don't you know? I mean, it is. Unleashed is still fucking gorgeous. Who the fuck are you? Right, Zephyr. All right. Oh my god, notification making me think it's my phone. That's right. Jen's notification is the ping that you hear when I get a friend request or when you get a message. And that fucked me up because I instinctively like looked towards my computer despite the fact that I was on the 2nd floor. I was like, what are you doing? Like, you're nowhere near your fucking computer. What are you looking? Yeah, just don't look at the textures close up. I mean, fair. No single video game has ever topped Unleashed's opening. Is that a bold claim? I'm not gonna disagree immediately, because I agree. Unleashed's opening is so fucking good. Oh. Oh, cool. I broke them with my cute gaze. That's fucking weird. I think I got that donut in my mind. Hey, Ray, with a rate of party of 3. Much appreciated, Ray. Thank you very much. Hey, guys. I am currently going through Heavensward with Ramani. I know, finally. Oh. I really should be doing Disembowel first to get the damage buff. Because, fucking Dragoon's laughing here like, you don't get a power buff from your AoE rotation, at least not yet. Not until you get Sonic Thrust. But that's a level 62 skill, which means I'm not getting it for a while. How much do I know about Final Fantasy XI? I just know that it's what I'm going to be looking at after I finish 10-2. Because I'm heading back to Final Fantasy later this year. With Final Fantasy 8, 9, 10, and 10-2. Those are the next collection of games I'm going to be looking at. And I'm stopping at 10-2 specifically because I have every intent of playing Final Fantasy 11, but only the base expansion. I'm not playing through the entirety of that game because fuck that. I only have so much time. I just wanted to get experience of like the base 11 experience and see if that's enough to recommend. The answer is probably going to be no, but we'll see what happens. You never know. But I want to look forward to it because, and the only reason why I'm giving it even the thought is because I play this game so much. And I know the two are not really comparable from like the basic research that I've done, but I feel I owe some respect to 11. If 11 wasn't a thing, who knows if we would have gotten to 14. Oh, I'm definitely going to be asking for help, Alchemy. And you guys will know when I start recording 11 for the review. Because no fucking way I would not do that. It's an MMO. Like, emphasis on massive multiplayer. Yeah, so I think it probably want to. That's a big fucking crab. That's a horseshoe crab. Look at the size of this fucking unit. That's a big fucking crab. Where do you get the crab from? Oh, is that for Unreal? Or is that something else? Oh, it's Orthos. Wait, that's Eureka? Really? All right, I gotta get back to Eureka. Oh, holy shit, I'm so behind. I still have not cleared past floor 30. Like, I did up to floor 30, cleared that, and then I stopped. Okay. Did I get my Aether compass? I did not. Okay. I think I would get it this one. I'm not sure. This is not the Dragoon with the sexual innuendos. That's later. That's in this area, but it's not here. You'd be surprised how much 14 recycles in creature design from 11. I've seen a couple of enemy designs in 11. I was like, oh, 14 just fucking reused that model. I think, the goblin design in 14 are from 11, I think. Are Gobus from 11 and 2? Yeah, it's not a knock on 14. I mean, it's more interesting factoid. No. I totally read it as a factoid. I recognize a lot of 12 designs. Well, that's because the developers of this game have real big fucking hard-ons for tactics in 12. They love Evilise. I really hope that counted. I've actually... Did that count? It did not. I did not get the count. I did not get credit for that kill, so I have to kill one myself. I'm gonna throw my lance at it so that I get credit for the kill. Because the thing is, if someone else hits the enemy before you do, they will get credit for the kill specifically, unless you. I think you. If you're able to do significant damage to it, you'll get some credit. But if it dies and like in a hit, you're not getting credit for it. My lance. Time to make all the enemies think before you get to them. Yeah, we're gonna be power leveling Blue Mage. Gubus, Mandies, the standard pink birds, crabs, crawlers, lizards, marrots, cactars, Damels, Zion. Well, no, Ixion Ixion's from Final Fantasy X. The Thunder Horse is from Final Fantasy X. Did 11 also have Ixion? Oh, 11 also had them. Okay, that's cool. Was the design just ripped wholesale from 10 there too? I think we can go this way, yeah. Oh, fuck me. Dude, how's the bird able to get up there on my motorcycle? I mean, I'm driving a motorcycle in the snow. I don't think this is the way to go. But we're gonna keep committing for the bit. I don't think that was the way to do that, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, the dev intended strat, absolutely. Though the primals are greatly different to their avatar counterparts in 11. So that's what summons are called in 11. They're just called avatars. It's kind of boring, huh? I like summons. I like icons. I like Eidolons. Summons in general. Avatar, I don't know. It's kind of vanilla. I'm just gonna tell them. I did it! I did it again! I didn't fucking attune to the Aetherite. And now I have to go all the way back manually. I fucking did it again. How do I keep doing this? Do you want to know why? It's because I'm live streaming and I'm distracted by you chuckle fucks. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I said chuckle. Oh, fuck. Where did that divot come from? Hey, you are just wandering. I think a Fate's about to spawn on top of this dude. Hold on, bear with me. I'm actually gonna fall. Oh. Whew. That guy was a genie. Oh wait, is Spiked Butt up? Yes, here we go. The fucking Dragoon with the sexual innuendos. We're gonna fight this guy. This is Alembert of the Spiked Butt. He says some very interesting things. You have tasted my spear, but are you ready for my butt? The pitiful display will prove not to brothers. Come harder! Once you witness the wrath of the spiked butt. I shall be the only one laughing. I only got silver for that. I think there's a follow-up fate for this guy, though, too. Yeah, here it is. Null and Void. We're gonna do this real quick. He still talks, by the way, because I think he helps you in this case. Reminder that Ray Xander was playing LOL, League of Legends. Well, no, but Ray loves League of Legends, though. So what's so wrong about that? Is it because I won't personally touch the game with a 10-foot pole? Oh, someone's blue maging up here. I was like, I'm wondering why these guys are all giving each other simultaneous group hugs. And it's like, oh, there's a blue mage here doing hydro pool. Blue mage is so fucking funny. Like when we get to unlocking blue mage for Ramani, it's like, it's fucking ridiculous the kind of shit you can do with blue mage. Like I wouldn't recommend any other job for Fates, that sort of thing, because blue mage just does not give a fuck. Yeah, there's blue mage in this game. Blue mage is a limited job though. It's not something you can take to like MSQ. It's not something you can do story with. It's strictly for content, and it's fun. It's really fun, actually. Eight-person blue E8S, here we come. Oh my god, imagine fucking doing light rampant as blue mage. Like, what kind of strategy would you do? And why is it Ilya? Here we go. Ilya never left, baby. We saved the Dragoon with the funny, sexy words. Full RNG light rampant as God intended. Oh my god, you're right. You got Baja stuff. Well, yeah, if you're farming Baja Fates, if you're farming for the Baja relic, you get certain memories in Heavensward Fates. I forget which ones because it's been a couple of years since I did it myself, but yeah, that's something you can technically do. We will be getting a Heavensward relic, by the way, for Ramani. We're getting the relic for every expansion, and we'll be doing the Heavensward relic once we finish 3.0. All right, hold on. First thing I do is I am going to attune to that Aetherite. Because I say the first thing, it's more like the 17th thing I'm gonna do right now is attune to this Aetherite. Look at Ray with the fucking P12S mount. You know, they really shouldn't lock cute mounts to hardcore content that nobody does. I'm just speaking facts. That is in reference to a shitpost I saw on Reddit. Or no, I guess the forum, I guess, is probably where it actually came from. It plays the P12 Phase 1 theme, and it doesn't fit at all. Really? Well, you see, I know I'd rather it play the Phase 1 theme than the Phase 2, because the Phase 2 is just a remix of the Ultima Seraph theme from Ivalice, and would that'd be way less appropriate for that cute little fucking thing. It's a cute mount. I do love it. I can't wait to get to P12S myself, but I'm still progging. Well, I haven't even begun to prog P11. That's where I'm at now. And I want to because the fight looks fun. It's just that I don't have the time right now. I'm probably going to start progging it next week. I heard PF does 12 just wrong. I mean, what gave it away? The fact that a lot of groups are still fucking cutting. They're still stuck on limit cut in P9. You gotta get yourself situated with like every fucking strat available for Party Finder. So it's like for P9, you have to be willing to do JP, Oppo, Cryo, whatever the fuck it's called. I prefer Oppo and JP, but it's like you have to be acquainted with all of them just so that you can actually join a group. See me in FIFA P9 edition. Ronaldinho soccer. Yeah, man, fucking Party Finder can be really miserable on current content. Like, I didn't miss that part of it. You know, if you can join a static, if the opportunity is there, and assuming everyone is on good terms with each other, like, don't get yourself a static with a dickheaded leader or some other shit, you know? That's more interested in his fucking funny numbers than he is for actual content. I'd recommend joining a static as soon as you can. On the same token, though, like, when you're PFing it, loot is free roll, so it's like you get dibs on everything. You know, obviously you gotta have RNG on your side, but if RNG is really on your side, you can make away with a lot of shit earlier than you intended with, probably with the static. You know, like technically on my red mage, I'm already done P10. Like, I don't need to go back into P10s for my red mage. I still need to go into P9 though for accessories, but technically I don't have to do P10 ever again. Oh my god, who did I aggro? Go away, Steinbach. Steinbach, I really don't want to hurt you. Oh my god. That poor Steinbach. You guys are assholes. This is not a gravy train. It's a murder mobile. He had a knife, okay. I mean, EX6, I honestly think it's just a bad fight, EX6. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I forget that like it's abbreviated like that for spoiler. I'm assuming it's just labeled as EX6 for spoiler reasons. Linebacker. I honestly think is a bad fight. Really, I had to think about that. Did I think it was jank? Okay, so I didn't think the fight was that bad. It's still not my favorite EX of Endwalker. That would be, I guess, EX4? Barbarisha? I'm not being quoted with the spoilers anymore. To me, Barbarisha is my favorite EX. I just love how fucking frantic and fast that fight is. No, but EX6 I thought was okay. Like we farmed that fight the first couple of days so that I wouldn't have to do it ever again. Like outside of like farming for totems or mounts or some other shit. But you know, I didn't have the worst time with it. EX4 is a playable panic attack. I really hope that Silver Wolf does. Oh, cool. The fucking mountain caught my fall. Or broke my fall. That didn't, though. So, yeah, I've had times where I've fallen from a lethal height, but because you're not engaged in battle, it won't kill you. It'll just leave you at 1 HP. However, I've had instances where I've taken lethal damage, and then an enemy aggroed me immediately and just fucking one-shot at me. It's funny as shit when it happens, to be fair, but it's like, fuck me. For story purposes, this Aetherite is broken. That's why we can't use it, which to this day, even in 6.4, there is no follow-up quest or anything that restores this Aetherite. This Aetherite is still just fucking busted. And man, I really think Falcon's Nest could use a second Aetherite. Because there is just one, and it's all the way in the bottom. After that, you gotta go on foot or you gotta air travel to every other area in this map. Ultimate JC, thank you for the raid. Party of 4, much appreciated. I am currently playing through the beginning of Heavensward with my alternate character, Ramani. Oh, is it a 1.0 Aetherite? From when fucking Kurthus was just all green and shit? That's interesting. I probably would know that if I actually read the lore, but off the top of my head, I didn't realize that. Interesting. Oh, pretty sure it is design-wise. Oh, yeah, so like design-wise, it's just what an Aetherite looks like in 1.0. Aetherites were tiny in 1.0. If you look up like old 1.0 archive footage of like Gridania, like New Gridania, you can see like one of the spots near like the theater where the Aetherite used to be is still there, but obviously like it's Aetherite-less. What's the blue mage spell that pulls in all enemies? That is Hydro Pool, Storm 934. You get that from the, not the Swallow's Compass. It is a Stormblood dungeon. What the fuck was it called? No, the Drowned City of Scala. It's the Drowned City of Scala, thank you. The horse boss in the beginning of the dungeon gives it to you. Yeah, it's like a classic combo of blue mage is Hydro Pool, Ram's Voice to freeze the enemies, and Ultra Vibration. Ultra Vibration is a skill that instantly kills enemies that are frozen or petrified. And it's like, for dungeons and alliances, like, there's no better option than just to quickly kill everything that's not a boss. It's funny as shit. Ooh. So there's always one part of this line of quest that I remember, even from my original playthrough, like, because I'm back to 2015, folks, because like that's when I first started playing this game, and I jumped in 3.1, like the first patch after Heavensward launched. And one of the quest lines that I always remembered the most is around here, because now we're on the hunt for Isael, I think that's how you pronounce her name. And when we find one of her hideouts, it's in like there's this shrine in the basement, and we just fight a bunch of fucking polar bears. Like these savage bears. It's like, where the fuck did these guys come from? And that always stuck with me because like, well, that came out of fucking nowhere, didn't it? There's an invisible wall here. I can't just jump down. This fucking sucks, man. All because, oh, there we go. Oh, we got another instance here, though. Ooh, fresh footprints. Wait, hold on. Who's this? Oh, no. Oh. I didn't see the orange name. I thought it was just a body on top of the instance. I was like, I don't remember who this is. I was like, who's the aura? The tracks continue to the north. All right. Just like Santiago, like I read your all caps thing. The sin is following was like a bad English like end screen title that you see like on an NES game. I like how these are suspicious footprints. I mean, they are suspicious because they just kind of start here and they end here. It's like what happened is like were they flying? They lost some steam, got their balance back up, and then took off again. Half considering changing my character's name to the Sin. Don't do that, because that costs money. Like, even if it's for the bit, like, don't do that. It's funny to think about, though. They fell through the floor. Oh, they're bots. Okay. Man, you think she would invest in, like, better followers. It's like, yeah, they don't listen to a word I say, and they like to phase through the floor a lot of other shit. They keep talking about this RMT bullshit, and I was like, I don't know what that means. Hi. Oh shit, I was just like... Goon detected. Oh man, alright, so I don't have Sonic Thrust. That means I have to do my 1-2 combo to get my damage boost before I'm able to do everything else. That fucking sucks, I don't like that part. Like, honestly, like, taking a character through the growing pains of, like, leveling up, especially in a Realm Reborn and Heavensward, is pretty painful because you don't have access to like all of your interesting kit. Where are you going? Hold on, wait. You attacked me. It's only right that I poke you in the ass. Where are you going? Yeah, actually, where are you going? No. Get away from me. Help. If I say, actually, hold on a second. Can I follow him if I kill him, or at least knock him out? How do I find? Actually, we can find the hiding place somewhere around here. Actually, it's oh boy, I shouldn't have killed him too early because now I gotta eyeball this shit. Let's see. It was a settlement somewhere around here. Actually, there's a settlement somewhere. Like I think, I don't think they go this far up. But I'm trying to think of like where exactly is it that they go? I think it's that settlement that's in like I think it's this place over here. Or no, I think it might be this house. So yeah, I think we'll be good. I can't ride my mount though because I'm currently engaged in battle and I'm also in an instance. So all I can do is sprint. Yeah, this house is where I think we wanted to go. So yeah, if you kill the guy too early, you got to find this shit yourself. Like, oof. Not here. The basement was there? What the? Oh, frost grenade. Yeah, who am I? Don't like this. I don't know. Hobo? I don't know if I would call myself a hobo. I got a dapper fucking coat. Open says me. Interesting. What we got here? Gonna go down some stairs. Oh! Beat his ass! wasted a thrust with that. He's got the fake cheese. Get his ass. I'm trying to think of like what the fuck that meme was with those 3 skeletons. It was posted on the Discord earlier. Actually, it made me laugh. They gave the Spellweaving Heretic their own portrait? Yeah, they did jump the shit out of me. Hey, I remember you. Is that a fucking stick?
Looking for me, I presume.
Get out of my house. What are you doing? This is my house.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No, it cannot be.
He cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them.
I don't mean to burst your, I don't mean to soil your fun, but they always come without warning. That's the only thing I fucking hate about the Echo, man.
The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes.
I want to fuck that dragon.
I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were and should ever be. It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control.
Donkey from Shrek is a way of putting it, yes.
Taught to fear the skies,
Oh shit.
who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I can say Midgar Stormer's Heavensward voice is so much fucking better than A Realm Reborn. He also speaks much faster.
I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
I also forget that Microsoft can also just speak English like Vitra. I mean, I guess it's for the sake of just making them more easily understandable for like English-speaking audiences, but I fucking love Dragon Speak. Like anytime a dragon starts speaking dragon tongue, like I was like, oh my god, I am pitching a tent right now. He cameth unto me with his words. Yeah, man, fucking Dragon Speak fucks. Like, without that, we wouldn't even have gotten a fucking, Nidhogg. You know, just angry at Kyle. Or angry because his name is Kyle. Well, an interesting turn of events. On the trail for any sort of suspicious activity, we have found the base of Lady Iceheart, who was an interesting character we met towards the end of A Realm Reborn, but we didn't really know anything about her. But we also found out that she was acting as a vessel for Shiva. But it looks like she's got some business to deal with, and my god, she will see her calls through and through. Wait, what was the name of that quest line? Knights be not proud. Why does it sound like caveman speak? Yeah, it's like be knight, be not proud. Marge be not proud. Me unga, you bunga. Would we not be saying donkey from Shrek without the dragon speak? I mean, that'd be some shit, right? Like, the final scene you see in, like, the end of Shrek 2 is this donkey speaking dragon speak. Like, Eddie Murphy is trying his fucking best. Also, for real, why did Iceheart just walk away? Because, one, we didn't expect to find her there, and two, it's not as if we're like any authority on anything. We are the warrior of light and adventure who is currently on the run and is not in good terms with anybody. So what are we gonna do, arrest her? Like, no, it's just like we ran into each other. She's made her cause clear and go a separate way. She doesn't exactly view us as like mortal enemies, but like, I have a mission and I'm going to see it through. Aren't we nominally on Ishgard's side? We are nominally on the good graces of House Forton. But Ishgard in itself, either one, doesn't want us to be there, two, doesn't really care, or three, doesn't know that we're there. We are barely a guest in a random house in a country where we are not wanted at worst. Is an excellent way of putting it, Prankster. Where the fuck is my exit? Oh, do I just go here? Oh wait, don't I have to take like the airship carrier to get out of here? This is how I get back if I'm flying. Right, because you can't. This is so fucking weird to me, dude. Like, the loading zone for the Foundation is literally right here. Like, as soon as you cross this blue line, the area just loads. And you're telling me I just can't jump over this fence to get over there? Okay, whatever, game. I mean, I love you, but you're also really fucking stupid at times. Why are the numbers? Oh, someone's hitting the striking dummy. Okay, I see. How do I get back? Oh, no, I think I gotta talk to the Chocobo Cube, don't I? Yeah, because they're gonna fly us back to the Foundation. Look at that, I'm actually using the Chocobo Porter. Look, it's like this is the first time I actually did it on the stream. That's why I got the prompt. Holy shit. Whee! I'd rather just teleport back. It's too complicated. Domination, hey John. So I decided to try and get into Final Fantasy 14 again. So I made a new character again, Gladiator, Paladin, and got to level 27. I picked a Grand Company, realized the story's starting to get good, and I'm actually excited to see what comes next. Interesting. If you think a Realm Reborn story is good, you're gonna fucking love Heavensward. But no, I'm happy to see that you gave the game another shot, and I hope that you continue to enjoy yourself. I fucking love this game. I've said that time and time again. All right, we are going to the last vigil because that is where our teleport's at. I refuse to ever speak to a Chocobo Keep. I was mentioning it earlier, right? But I think the only reason why I would ever have an excuse to board a Chocobo Porter is if I'm trying to spawn an S rank in Stormblood, because that requires you riding a Chocobo Porter. ARR is really good when you don't got 14 Twitter in your ear. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. As someone that... I don't think A Realm Reborn story is awful. I just think it's paced awful. For the kind of like obstacles that we overcome, I think it could have been paced a little better even after the rework. But the story's not terrible. It's, you know, it's more than, you know, legible. It's just, man, that game has its that patch has its span of drags and lulls. Like, it's just like it takes sometimes too long between certain side quests or main story scenarios where it's like, holy shit, can something happen? But yeah, but as it builds up to Heavensward, man, it's really fucking good stuff. Now, as we're gonna learn as we play through this expansion, they sort of like backpedal on a couple of things to this story's detriment. I do have legit complaints about that, but man, like the build up for that was really fucking good. Yeah, you gotta build up to the Grimace Shake twist. I know I said it earlier in the stream, but I have been loving the Grimace memes of just taking like fictional characters and them just fucking dead on the floor with this purple drink next to them. Oh, here's our Aether compass, and we get our black chocobo whistle after this too. The black chocobo is well, originally was notable was that it is a chocobo that could fly, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's been so long, so my apologies. Your original chocobo could not fly without doing a specific quest, but the black chocobo I think could fly by default.
I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct and that of House Forton. You've won as much honor, my friend.
Oh, great. Not all mounts back in the day could fly. Like, I think there had to be a logic to it.
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavensward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Somebody's got loose lips.
Exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a...
It's always Grinno.
How quickly we forget the petty nature of men.
Yeah, man, this guy's got some sick fucking sideburns, though. Look at those things. Fucking give Wolverine a run for his money.
Things between the high houses.
Yeah, he's got a great design. I misread heresy as Hershey. All right, that's a fucking sentence. Oh boy, I got a feeling one of our friends are in trouble. We should probably go check them out and see if they're okay. All right, hold on a second. Which way's north? No, I gotta go south. So we're going to go here, and we're gonna go here. I only remembered the names of the knights 12 when I did Thwarted EX because I kind of had to for that fight. I don't know, man. Me as a Final Fantasy VII like player, I identify them by their weapons. All right, where's Mace Guy? Where's the Wizard? Where's Dragoon 1 through 6? So I don't really recognize by names, not yet, but I identify them by weapons. Hey, Emmerich. This guy becomes such a fucking simp for the Warrior of Light later. It's adorable. I love Emmerich though. Every time I see Emmerich on the screen, I'm just happy. Like everyone's got those comfort characters, right? You got your Stolas, you got, oh my god, Grahatia especially. But to me, I like Emmerich. Emmerich's a bro. He makes me food. You say that with Horshafa on the screen. True, but I'm talking about someone that, you know, matters. I'm kidding, of course. But no, like, I totally get the Horshafa love. And it's totally deserved because the dude is an absolute bro as well. But I personally would tilt the scales in favor of Emmerich if I was to have a choice. Yeah, we actually get a dinner date with Emmerich, as we're going to see later. That's what I meant by when I say he makes me food. I was referring to that scene. And it's a wonderful cuisine, if I recall correctly. It looks like he ripped out a fucking like TV dinner from like your local grocery. Yeah, Emmerich is a top tier bad wife. It's a good way of putting it. I love that Heavensward has actual fucking characters, man. They're legit good. Yeah, man. I mean, the writing is aces. Like, it's not, I don't think it's a mean to say that Heavensward is really good. Like, again, this is genuinely some of the better RP like stories I've seen in the Final Fantasy series. Is this no? I mean, Shadowbringers. I mean, I still think it's the best one, but like, I don't want to raise expectations too high because, you know, I always think you should go in with little to no expectations. But Shadowbringers is one of the best RPG stories I've ever seen in an RPG, from my experience. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I opened my taste to more things, I'd probably reevaluate that statement. But Shadowbringers, just from beginning to end, is just fucking phenomenal. It's so good. I can't wait to re-experience that with you guys. That is gonna be great. I hope you enjoy it too. I've been hella nostalgic for specifically the Far East portion of Stormblood. Oh, you mean the whole game, right? What the fuck is this Alamigo that you're referring to? I think you made that up. The pillars. Oh, yeah, the tribunal. Hey, thank God we fucking attuned to this Aether right earlier when we did, right? What do you offer? Oh, are you my sightseeing log? Yes. Poke said man. Oh no, this is dark. This is the Dark Knight quest. Well, I mean, if you want to unlock Dark Knight as a tank, this is where you do it. It's my second favorite tank in the game. Oh, and it also just straight up has the best job quests storyline too. An absolutely great line back. Which is funny because like the writer of the Dark Knight storyline quest is the same one who wrote Shadowbringers. So it's like, huh, noticing a trend. Uh-oh. Somebody did a fucky wucky.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grinno, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
No, warrior is my favorite job, Bartwolf.
I, Sir Grinno de Zemile, brother of the Heavensward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Eat my anus, Grinna.
Let the accused step forward. Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Gruno's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru Taru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
Yeah, Tataru's new voice in Heavensward is fantastic.
The young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
I object. You're not supposed to say that. You mean you accept. Not object, accept. Somebody fucking just your warrior of like just opens the double doors.
Beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
Mummer. Is Ramani canonically chaotic stupid? No, he's not. He's not a gremlin. That's how I would categorize that. No, he's I would say he's a basic '90s shonen hero. So headstrong, but not like Looney Tunes dumb. But he can get away with anything, you know. Absolutely nice, Goku. Ramani would take care of his kids. I'm sort of half joking with that.
Raise up the righteous and cast down the wicked.
If we get this song as early as here, well, it makes sense because we're fighting two of the knights of the round. I feel like I'm getting ready for DSR again. Oh my god, they are large. Hey Derek, thank you for the raid, Party of 29. I am currently going through the beginning of Heavensward with my Ramani alternate character. Session 1 is tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Anyway, I'm kind of having some PTSD with this guy. Well, not this guy, Grinno over there. Grinno the bull. More like fucking bullshit. Ooh, got him. That was excellent. That was excellent what I said there.
I've got you now.
Where? Whoa, what happened? Oh my god, I'm so used to having him with the voice, the filter. I'm safe here, right? I should probably get rid of that steel chain. 1 second. There you go. Halfway through the Omega race, personally, I hope you've been enjoying yourself. I love those fights to death for very obvious reasons. Omega is so fun. Man, DSR was a lot easier than I remember it being. Oof, fuck it. I got the biggest blue balls with DSR. One day I'll head back. One day I'll head back. I want to clear top first, though, because I just like Omega. But DSR I also want to go back to because that fight's fucking insane. Dravanian Fates scares the shit out of me. I keep saying that, despite the fact that once you learn the movement, it's not as bad as it looks. But man, it looks terrifying. Okay. Derek, when you get the chance, if someone hasn't already told you about this already, unlock the Savage versions of those fights and do it unsynced so you get some really cool shit. All right. I think this is where we get our Chocobo reward. Yay, look at this dude. Although I don't think we can name this one. I think it's always just Black Chocobo. Or does it take the same name as your regular Chocobo? Yeah, this Chocobo is just the guy. Well, we gotta give this guy a name. Or girl. Actually, yeah, we're gonna make this Chocobo a girl. So we gotta give this girl a name. What do we call her? I already gave my main Chocobo Bob. And Dumas is already taken by Joan. That's Joan's main Chocobo. We're not naming the Chocobo Grimace. Oh, what's the female version of Bob? Probably Boob. Yeah, add an extra O in there. That's it. I mean, that doesn't really matter. So I don't know. There are a couple of Lucys I see in there. Oh no, I see Star Mix saying Lucy. Not a couple people. It's just one. Bonnie, Billy, Classy, Boob again, Big Bird, the Hamburglar. Oh, hold on. Is Bobby gender neutral? I kind of like just kind of throwing that out there. Richard, thank you very. I'm sorry, Richter. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime for 23 months. Colleen, not naming it KFC. Robin. I kind of like Robin. Not gonna lie. Brian. It's so angry. All right, we'll come back to this later, but I'm kind of hovering towards fucking Robin. All right, my collection. Right. This is actually something that was added not too long. I think it was in Shadowbringers, the collection menu. And this is where they just put certain items in now. Before, it just used to be a key item. I think it still is, to be fair. Well, let me check my key items. No, you just don't have it here. But you have it here in your collection. So this is our Aether Compass. This is what I was referring to earlier in the game. This is how we detect Aether currents in world maps. The things that we attune to so that we eventually unlock flight for that region. And it works by just clicking it as a key item. We're in an area that has no Aether currents, so it doesn't really work here. But you'll see... Oh, why is there a genie next to them too? Okay. We are currently 3 hours into the stream. I think I'm probably going to go for another hour. I at least want to get our first dungeon done. I don't remember how long. I don't know how long we are from that, though. Also, I forget, technically the first dungeon in Heavensward is optional. Because this place, what the hell is the name of the... what the hell is the name of the place? But that dungeon is technically optional. Is it Dust Vigil? Yeah, the main dungeon is 53. Yeah, it's Dust Vigil. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Dust Vigil is a thing that I kind of forget that exists too. RN, what's your sign? That's Astro. Okay, let's fucking go back to the... Where am I going, dude? Why am I so lost? The first dungeon in Stormblood is also optional. Wait. No, it's not. Because that's how you... that's how you get to Kugane. It's not optional at all. The Siren Sea... the temple, the Shishui Temple, that is optional. I think I got that name right. Shisui of the Violent Tides is optional. Yeah, that's a great fucking song. I love that dungeon's theme. Hey, GG, how's it going? Twitch Prime, 51 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, Godzilla. General Godzilla, out of context, that sounds like I just thanked the fucking kaiju for subbing to my Twitch. That's an interesting fucking thing to think about now that I say it out loud. If Godzilla was a fucking content consumer, what do you think? What kind of Twitch streamer do you think Godzilla would watch? I think you still have all the old DOS stuff before you unlock the first dungeon. Well, the first story-related dungeon, I'm not sure if we can do, like, Dust Vigil soon, because it's a side quest. That's so fucking weird. Like, it's like the first dungeon is technically something you don't even have to do. Mukbangs. Oh, is that the Godzilla guy on YouTube? Because Elliot watches him, if that's the same dude that I'm thinking of. Not sure though. Oh, mukbang is a type of video. Oh, okay. Wait, eating ASMR? Oh man, I gotta tell you, I don't like. I know everyone's got preferences and that sort of shit. I do not understand eating ASMR because I don't know exactly what the appeal of just listening to. He's allergic. That sounds gross. I'm pretty sure some of you just like fucking. Fuck is he doing? Like right now, and it's like same. Like I don't quite understand that kind of ASMR myself. You know, my favorite ASMR is two things. It is a city life, believe it or not. Like the sound of a busy metropolitan area kind of puts me at ease until you get to the loud trucks. And secondly, so you know Star Trek, you know that because they're on a really giant spaceship that's in constant movement, the ship is always making this white noise, like this low hum white noise that you hear in like every episode. That sound relaxes the fuck out of me. And I listen to it now, like when I'm writing scripts. It really, it puts my soul at ease. Yeah, the Star Trek spaceship ambience is just fucking top quality. Sitting at a coffee shop in a busy city, just watching the world go by. Well, no, you mean the world stuck in traffic, Lineback. It's a city. Oh, fuck, the Pope of Dope.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
Huh? Oh, yeah, okay.
I've heard
Hi.
the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress.
Who keeps doing that?
Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavensward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard.
Motherfucker's got a PlayStation 2 hand. I'm so distracted by it. What are the textures on that
Who
thing?
could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain.
Heavensward would be a lot better if they called themselves the Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Hey, good shit, Linky. I hope you're really close to that clear.
Rarely afforded one in my position. Now, tell me, young man, what do you know of the Asians? Much and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being the bringer of light.
Ooh, he knows about the
You should
Asians.
know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to
Yeah, why didn't he ask me what I wanted for Christmas? This fucking Santa Claus is kind of shit.
powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the warrior of light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
Oof, the rare Thornton smile. Ew, it's hideous. The fuck? A jumping penis. Why did I take the stick out? The whole last parts of base AR and Heavensward are really interesting now, post 6.4. Yeah, I think in hindsight, it's it adds a layer that desperately needed. I'm not gonna say desperately. It needed to be there to make us give a little more shit about La Habrea as a character. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, later down the road they add more layers to it. But it's like I kind of wish they did it a little sooner. All right, have a good night, Chunk Funkle.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you?
The layer being fuck Athena. Yeah, two ways, more ways than one.
A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Asians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you.
Everyone's alive. Here they are.
When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Rauban is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate.
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orchiphon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Rauban.
Yeah, no, it's like the whole Rauban losing his arm thing was a fluke. 1 in a million chance. I'm pretty sure the dude is just bulletproof. Lucky number 7. An unbeliever, okay. It's just like atheist. Wow, this game's titles go raw. Do I really want to fucking do the Flame General? I mean, I have to. It's level 51, but still. Okay, I guess we gotta go close up the 2.5 thread in a pretty lame way, all things considered. Is this quest shitty? No, it's just more like I want to get to the dragon the dragon slaying. But it's like, no, we gotta, we have to resolve a loose thread from the end of ARR. Wait, can we do the Dust Vigil quest now? Is that available? I honestly forget. Because if there is, then we can just stop and do that real quick. Because I would rather end this session on a dungeon than politics. Yeah, it looks like I gotta wait. Why did I speak to you first? You're not in charge of the elevator? Xanthiel is... Tell him, Xanthiel. Xanthiel took a vow of silence.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Uldar, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary,
Yeah, I'm actually going to echo what you guys are saying in the chat. I actually do prefer,
might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
what the fuck was her name? The Admiral. Yeah, you know it. Merlin, thank you. I don't know why the hell's blanking on her name. I actually prefer her ARR voice over the Heavensward ones.
The Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found.
Yeah, because like the performance here is more it elicits a similar maturity, but it doesn't sound experienced. There was a certain gravel to the original voice actress that I really liked.
Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might...
Got 5 more MS Cube until Dust Vigil. We might have to hold that for the next session then, because we've already been going for 3.5 hours now. It's also a weeknight.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Rauban a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Rauban is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino.
No, I would never be a VTuber. It's just not my thing.
Pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Clearly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away.
The Metroid Prime Remaster charity thing I did for Sierra a few months ago has not been uploaded. I think I still have the raw. I'll have to check the folder again, but no, that has not been uploaded.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain.
Absolutely not, no.
At any rate, if we're to rescue Rauban, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Dome.
Yeah, it's like we're having this conversation. I forget what stream it was, but we're talking about like, would you ever consider like doing VTubing stuff? And it's like, nah, because I feel with VTubing specifically, right? You are playing an avatar of whatever it is it represents, but you are in essence for 100% of the stream, unless it's just like just your way of presenting yourself, playing up a character or some sort. I want to say not all VTubers are role playing, I'd assume, but that just kind of sounds exhausting. I'd rather just be me. You know, you can see my fucking face. I'm red as shit on this temperature, but you know, that's what I like to do. I like to just have my face as, you know, is me, and then show it for you guys. Oh yeah, but also, you know, maybe I should consider being a VTuber. Like, I get like this gorgeous fucking model with the biggest fucking boobs you ever seen in your life, and then like they wiggle when you donate bits and shit, right? Like that. So like that's how you make that mad cash. But I personally, I just don't like. I'm not, the VTubing scene is not for me. Yeah, I know. For every $1, I get a strand of hair back from my scalp. Oh, we're already going back to Moradona. Okay. Where's my return? Oh, no, it's Uldan. Interesting. I completely forgot about that. All right, we're going to wrap up this quest, and I think we're actually going to call it a stream. To be honest, I think we want you having a VTuber model just to throw shit. You're right about that. There are certain things that like VTubers like to have on standby for certain things, like, and the best one I have seen on the occasion is them just getting decked with random garbage. Let me go. Wait, this is a Realm Reborn. I can fucking fly. Hey, oh, I missed this. No. You're up here. Oh, there. Well, as much as that is a kind of anticlimactic end for this session, we at the very least got started with our adventure in Heavensward. So I'm not getting off the table. It's a nice table. Also, people won't be able to see me. Look at that is an adorable animation, by the way. This whisking animation, I wish we can do, like, without having to like resort to like third-party tools or modding. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I wish I had it for like role-play and shit like that. But anyway, folks, so we have officially started our Heavensward adventures in Final Fantasy XIV. And again, these streams are kind of just when I feel like it. 14 streams usually are. So the best I can do is maybe give you a heads up, maybe a couple of hours in advance. So I want to feel like streaming 14 today. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'll give the ping on the Discord if folks are interested in joining me for these adventures. So that said, they're not exactly committed to a specific schedule. It's just whenever I feel like. So yeah, I had a lot of fun today, and I appreciate you guys for your time and your company, and I hope to see you again on my next live stream. Stay tuned in the Discord later this week for updates on that. In the meantime, let's find someone to rate. I don't know. Do I even have any mutuals that are online right now? Nobody popped up immediately. So let's raid a 14 streamer actually. Let me see who else is playing Final Fantasy 14. Everyone's playing that's in that new fandangled Final Fantasy 16, and that couldn't be me. Let me see here. There's a lot of RP venues streaming today. That's really weird. Jesus, this is where all that money goes, huh? Lord. You know what? We're gonna raid this one, Vicky Bunny Angel. All right. Oh, that channel is intended for mature audiences, so nobody fucking starts bending the rules. That's bad. But yeah, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves and each other, and send the Vicky Bunny Angel show my love. It's actually going to start raining now, right? Oh yeah.